me a favor, if you can hear me okay, just drop an 1111 in the chat. And with that said, let's start the broadcast on YouTube, and away we go. Stand by. Aloha, Light Guardians and Shifters. Welcome to another Inspirational Team Tarot Reading broadcast. I'm your host, Mystic Spider-Man. Thank you so much for joining in today. Very special day today, very special edition of tarot reading. And I say that because today, September 21st, is many things. First of all, it's still basically the full moon in my books. And it's World Peace Day. September 21st is known as World Peace Day. And it's also the equinox. So a lot of exciting energy to be able to work with here today. And we're going to get things going into our first reading momentarily. So again, just as a quick introduction and house welcoming guideline thingamajig, whatever you want to call it. We do these broadcasts Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. EDT. These are more than just tarot broadcasts. This is inviting people to be able to connect further with our community of conscious media creators. If you guys want to connect to the Paradigm Shift Central Discord, you can find the link for that in the info for this video. I actually just did some really cool upgrades on there as well. We've got a Patreon membership, which you guys can check out. I'll talk more about that a little bit later. And again, with the readings here, every reading that we do is a reading for the collective. So when you guys tune in, this is a chance for you to be able to receive a message that is meant for you in this moment. If you're synchronistically here, then there is a message here for you in this moment. Yo, Jamie, what's up, dude? So again, for those of you tuned in right now, we're going to get right into our first reading. We are going to be using the Hero's Journey Oracle deck to be able to start things off. And again, what we'll do, we'll just set the intention, show us what we need to see. And with this, I'll just do a little bit of a meditation. I'll invite you guys to join me, drop into a heart space, focus on gratitude, and then we'll collectively put forth that intention, show us what we need to see, and then I'll do some like wizard magic, and then we'll pull the card, and then we'll go from there. Again, as we do this, the readings are available for you to be able to receive an on-air reading through contributions on PayPal or Patreon. So if you guys like the cut of my jib, if you guys are a fan of my work, feel free to contribute on PayPal. And if you guys really want to be able to connect further within the community, definitely check out the Patreon. Again, that's our monthly membership, gives you access to exclusive events within the community. Today, we actually have our Conscious Creator Collaboration Circle happening Tuesday at 4 p.m. EDT. That's a regular event that we do every Tuesday. And lots of other events this week, including a Conscious Media Creator Dojo on Thursday about learning how to build your own Patreon and Discord. And then also Dream Discussion Circle coming up on Saturday. So $11 a month for the Patreon. If you guys check that out and sign up today while we're doing this, we can do a reading on air for you. And again, if you prefer to even just contribute on PayPal, that's totally welcome. And even if you want to like slide a little bit extra over on PayPal, we'll pay it forward. Either way, I'll be on air here for at least 10 hours, a million hours, however long it takes. And we're working towards our next milestone on Patreon. We're currently at 117, working towards 122. Thank you to our recent Patreon supporters, to Jordan, Darius, Craig, Ella, and Cassius. So, all right, let's get things rolling into our first reading. If you guys are ready for this first reading, go ahead and drop some 1111s in the chat. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, Wheezy. Thank you guys for being here. And yeah, happy World Peace Day. Happy every day. So, all right, let me just get a drink of water here, inviting you guys to join in this little meditation. And again, if you're here, this message is for you. So thank you for showing up and contributing your energy. And yeah, let's have some fun. And we'll keep an eye open for any contributions coming through on PayPal or Patreon as we go. So, all right, for those of you here, feel free to join in this quick little meditation. I'll just guide us through this. And yeah, excited to see what first card we got for us today. So here we go. When you're ready, go ahead and gently close your eyes. And for everybody here, just feel free to connect with your breath. Soft, gentle inhales, soft, gentle exhales. And this may be the first mindful breath that you've taken today. And so as you breathe here, just allowing yourself to arrive into this present moment. Just bringing your awareness to your heart space. As you do, just focusing out on gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, for this space, for the messages we are here to receive, for the community we create together. And with gratitude in our heart, we'll collectively focus our attention on the intention, show us what we need to see. We being the individual, the collective, and the team. And so, focusing on this intention, speak it with your words, speak with your heart, speak with your mind, speak with your soul. Imagine like a beam of light shooting up into the sky, pew, 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 setting out that intention and anchoring in some wisdom from the stars. For everybody here, keep holding that intention in your heart. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and feel free to type your wizard noises into the chat. And I'll do a little bit extra to charge the deck, and we will split the deck and see what message the universe has. So here we go. Peace worldwide begins from inside. 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 That's what I have to say on this beautiful magical day. And so as the equinox waxes and wanes and we move into this opportunity to truly play, for today is the day of world peace within, and we are here to allow ourselves to take the next step as our journey truly begins. And so as we split the deck, we shall see what message the universe has for you and for me. All right, let's dive into this. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in on all platforms. The first card, ooh, whoa, okay. I have not pulled this card before. This is a new card. I haven't pulled this one on air before. So again, for those of you tuning in on Instagram or on TikTok, go ahead and click a link in my YouTube to be able to join in there. And yeah, let's keep things rolling. So the first card that we have pulled for today, for everybody here who's tuned in, is card number 23. Trip the light fantastic, dance with the universe. Whoa, that was an interesting phrase. Trip the light fantastic, dance with the universe. Give me 2 seconds here for those of you on Instagram. I just want to adjust my light setting real quick. Just gonna boost this up a bit. Oh, it is boosted up all the way? Weird. Okay, let me just see if I can tweak this a bit. It seems like it's like a little bit darker than it normally is, so that's all right. All right. Okay, let's dive into this first reading. Thank you guys again so much for being here. And yeah, if you're here, this message is for you. So what we'll do, we'll take a look at the card visually, and I'll open up the book to be able to read from it as well. And then from there, we'll channel some additional inspiration. Good morning again to those of you on all platforms. Hey, Felicia, welcome back. Happy to be able to have you here. Sending you guys lots of good vibes. And yeah, let's get right into this. So first card that we have pulled for everybody here. Wow, look at this card. Trip the light fantastic. First of all, when you guys see the image of this card, what does it make you feel? So just visually explaining, and then we'll get into the details. Yo, Max, thanks for joining in. Beautiful, beautiful image of this feminine figure just being gazed upon from behind, and kind of like this beam of light with this beautiful red behind them and these like bubbles, and kind of looks like she's got a gown on and everything like that. Again, that's just a literal explanation. Let's dive into the meaning, the message here within the book. And then from there, we will go into some additional inspiration that I'll channel forth for you guys. So thank you again to everyone who's tuned in. Please feel free to share your friends, share your friends, share with your friends, and share your friends with other friends. So everyone's got friends. We've all got friends here. So, all right, let's dive into this. Thank you guys again. And again, if you're here, drop an 1111 in the chat if anything I say resonates, and just listen with your heart. This message is for you. Here we go. Card number 23. Trip the light fantastic. Dance with the universe. Dance, everybody dance. Sorry, that's throwback. Anyways, this is a quote by Khalil Gibran. And forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet, and the winds long to play with your hair. Message. There's a place within that inherently trusts the subtle and not so subtle nudges the universe sends you. Allow that place to expand as you feel your body trusting and surrendering to the rhythm of the universe. It knows when to hold firm, when to pause, and when to flow. Allow yourself to feel the universe guiding you in the sensuality of every move. When you dance with the universe, there's no need to figure out when the next move will come. Allow yourself to be the pliant yet taunt, nimble yet audacious, so that you may delight in your rapturous self-expression. Dream symbol, dancing. Oh, this is cool. I love this. This is a dream symbol of dancing. Every card within this deck, there's always a dream symbol, so this dream symbol is dancing. Why do I keep saying it like that? Dance. Anyways, dreams of dance represent sensual, passionate, primal self-expression as you sync up with the rhythm of your soul. This dream may be revealing your synchronicity with your inner masculine and feminine. and thus supporting you to have an even more harmonious, psychic, unified connection with the universe. This dream may be helping you find your way to the dance floor of your life, so you can let your wild, passionate self be the belle or beau of the ball. I want to be both. Mantra: I celebrate each twirl, dip, and flip as I dance with the universe in ecstatic jubilation. Wow, jubilation. I haven't seen that word in a while. All right, let's dive a little bit deeper in this. Hey, Wonderland, thank you guys so much for joining in. I'm glad you guys are getting slight amusement out of my shenanigans. I'm not just here to do tarot. I'm literally here to entertain and embarrass you guys. Embarrass myself to entertain you guys. So, good morning, Jason. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you again for joining in. All right, so we'll dive into this card. Let's just take a moment here. I'm gonna just kind of like channel some additional inspiration. I'm gonna listen to what the universe wants me to pass on to you. As we do this, we'll keep an eye open for any new contributions on PayPal or Patreon. Again, even if for those of you already on PayPal, if you guys want to upgrade your Patreon, that's totally cool too. There's been some new upgrades within the Patreon. So if you want to check out the $33 level, definitely do that. But again, I'll go more into that as we go. Let's work towards a Patreon goal of even just one new Patreon sign up or update for today would be great. And any new contributions on PayPal or any orders from the shop will initiate another reading on air for whoever does that. So let's dive in. All right. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Like honestly, like I'm feeling this card, and you know, with this card being synced up with World Peace Day. It's World Peace Day right now for those of you who didn't get the memo. I don't know, they don't talk about that very often, right? It's just like, what, you guys didn't know it was a World Peace Day? It's been every day is World Peace Day. I mean, yeah, but let's just take a moment here to be able to understand like how this card synchronizes with World Peace Day and the message here of this card. So the message here of this card that I think is very important is to be able to allow ourselves to become familiar with being able to feel the flow of the universe through us. So this card is a lot to do with what I correlate through my own experience of ecstatic dance. So ecstatic dance, for those of you who aren't familiar, ecstatic dance is an intentional event where they bring people together to dance, and usually they have like a playlist with a cadence and it kind of moves through different songs, and it's like sober, like no intoxicants or anything like that, and it's very meditative and intentional. And the purpose of ecstatic dance is much like what this card is talking about, to really allow yourself to be able to like feel the flow of the present moment. And so that's the thing, you know, when we're working with music as an example, we can get to this point where you're not thinking like, okay, like left foot this way, right arm this way. Like, unless you're doing the robot, which maybe you are, you're probably not going to be, it's important in some cases, not always, within dance to be able to have that choice, to be able to say, you know what, I'm not going to think about dancing, I'm just going to feel the rhythm of the dance come through me. And the rhythm of the dance is the rhythm of the universe. And so when you allow yourself to get into that place where, much like what this card explains, where you're not too rigid but not too loose, you're rigid and stable enough where you're conscious and present to be able to feel the cues, and then you're loose enough to be able to respond on them, to be able to move with them as an expression of yourself in that moment. So again, you know, with this card really, it celebrates the dancer within inside each and every single one of us. And it's interesting because, you know, I think some people, they'll be like, oh, well, you know, like I'm not really a dancer, right? Like, and it's interesting that we say that, because honestly, like, I think that every single one of us is a dancer, literally by nature. You know, like if you look at what we are on like a subatomic level, our quantum quarks and quirks and energy things, dude, they're dancing all the time. Like, what is dancing if not just like a thing that goes this and this way? What am I saying? Like a fluctuation. There's like another word for it. Oscillating. That's the word. We're just like an oscillating beam of energy that goes woo, 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 woo. And it's interesting because, you know, like even for those of you here, like this was something that was passed on to me by my good friend Roy McDonald. Some of you have seen a documentary that I did about him. And there was one day, and I sat down with him. He passed away a few years ago, and he was a shifter like a lot of us. And he was like, you know, like, do you know what hand dancing is? And I'm like, hand dancing? No, Roy, tell me what hand dancing is. And so hand dancing, based on how he explained it to me, is like you're sitting down with a person, and this would be a commonly, like, again, like, you know, like a thing where basically, a thing where basically, like, even for someone who may not be capable of necessarily like standing up and dancing, it would actually be a way where basically you're just like with another person, and you're just kind of like gently moving your hands, and you're sitting across from them, and you're just focusing on the movement of your hands, and you're just feeling it. You're just feeling it, like kind of like left and right, breath in, out, and you're not thinking. It's very intuitive. And when you do this sitting across from someone, it's very interesting. But again, you can do this literally by yourself. You know, like this in itself, if you just feel this flow, if you just kind of imagine that there's just like water, just like energy moving through you like water, as if you're like moving a ball of water. That's what I like to be able to do. And this in itself, without even fully moving your entire body, is a great little practice to just get into this space where you almost feel the energy dynamics of your body, and you're not thinking, but you're feeling. And then within this, it becomes like this opportunity to really tap into like this like ecstatic expression of spirit. So even for those of you right now, you know, like as I'm doing this, feel free to give it a shot. Like, oh, you can literally do this right now, you know, do it as a meditation where you're just like, and I guarantee you, if you give your hands permission to move, permission to dance, permission to flow, they will find a way. They will totally just allow themselves to just kind of like express themselves in this moment. So with this card is really celebrating the part of you that desires to express itself, that desires to express itself through words, through art, through dance. And again, you know, with this is a card that's really a card of celebration. It's a card of being able to like celebrate the present moment and celebrate the fact that we have this ability to be able to use our body to connect into the ever-present flow of expression and oftentimes like sensuality. And again, like sensuality is not sexuality. Sensuality can literally just be, again, you just being very in tune with your senses, you know? So if you were to dance sensually, what would that mean to you, right? It would probably just mean just being like a little bit more mindful and just feeling. Less thinking, more feeling. So with this card, I'll just get close to wrapping this up, and then again we'll continue along with the readings here. And if anybody wants to send any contributions on PayPal or Patreon, go ahead and do that now, and we'll keep things going for next on-air reading. And I'll post a link for the quest item shop. Straight up, if anybody wants to like order any buttons and stuff like that while we're doing this, that will count towards additional contributions for on-air, and then we'll do a reading for you on air as well. So again, just kind of summarizing the card here, and welcome again. Good morning to those of you who just joined in. If you guys just joined in, feel free to leave a comment in the chat. Happy World Peace Day, happy equinox, happy full moon. So again, with this card, it gives us this card, I think, is a very powerful card that is reminding us that we do not need anybody else's permission to dance. Dance and sensuality and expression and connecting into that intuitive flow of spirit is our birthright. It's a part of who we are. It's the same way that the trees move and the flowers grow and the waves crash to and fro. Like that, you know, we are a constant oscillating wave of energy. And when we allow ourselves to practice moving it and expressing it, it holographically affects other parts of our life. Like literally, if you were to make an agreement where you're just like, you know what? I'm going to dance every single day for the next month as an experiment to see what difference it makes. I guarantee you, if you were to do that, it would holographically affect your life. Like even for anybody here, feel free to like claim that, you know, like literally you can be like, how, sure, give it a shot, do it. Even if it's like 5 minutes, put on one song. And when you practice physically dancing, again, you're practicing like also the mindset that goes along with that allows itself to be a part of, again, you know, how you navigate the world, where, you know, when certain circumstances may come your way and challenges may arise, it allows you to find this place of fluidity opposed to rigidness where you can adapt. You know, this is be like the bamboo that can bend and allow yourself to really be able to have that agility and that flexibility and that versatility to be able to move through life with more grace and more ease, and again, really to be able to see it through the celebration that I think in many ways it intuitively is meant to be experienced as, you know, literally dancing through the highs and the lows as well, but cultivating those moments of highs for yourself. You know, no one's going to dance for you. It's really something that you'll have to make that choice for as well. And in the process of doing so, like, I'll just say this, I'm getting close to wrapping this up. I could do an entire podcast on this card, but we'll wrap it up here. When you practice connecting into your heart space and practice connecting into your physical movement and your expression and your dance, whatever that may be, because that doesn't even necessarily mean dance like in the physical dance. Your dancing could literally be dancing with pen to paper. Your dancing could be playing sports. Your dancing could be doing work on the computer. It could be whatever. Last night I was dancing until 4 a.m. doing upgrades in the Discord, which you guys should check out, by the way. It's pretty lit. So with this card, again, you know, when we practice being in that very much that flow state, we're also practicing tapping into the unified field, to the connection of that psychic field that's all around us. And that can be a very exciting thing. And again, with this card, it really invites us to be able to honor and celebrate the balance between like the yin and the yang inside of us, like the masculine and the feminine, where we have that masculine in our ability to kind of like show up in a practice and to kind of be able to use the masculine as an anchor point to be able to be open to receiving the wisdom as it arises. And then the feminine is like the part of us that is the fluid, that is openly, freely expressing the response to that signal that's kind of coming in. So there's a constant wave of energy moving through you in any moment. Kind of reminds me of like light language in a lot of ways, which maybe we'll talk more about. Anyways, guys, that's a great card to be able to start off with. So Trip the Light Fantastic, dance with the universe. You are the universe dancing with itself. And that's an incredibly beautiful thing. So I hope this card just nurtures your heart a little bit more and encourages you to bring more of your dance into your daily routines and practices, whether that be physical dance, artistic dance, whatever dance that means to you. And yeah, allow yourself to be able to experience the flow and the grace of the universe dancing through you. So if this resonates with you, if this nurtures your heart, if this inspires you guys, drop those 1111s in the chat. Let me know. And feel free to write out a little affirmation based on the teaching of this card. So what does this card mean to you? Take a moment here to be able to write out a little affirmation. Dancing with the universe. So quick little affirmation for myself. I am continuing to cultivate more awareness within my own being to be able to balance masculine and feminine so I can freely and openly express my dance through my work, through my play, through my relationships, cultivating a deep sense of celebration each and every single day to be here within this gift of life. So card number 23, Dance with the Universe. Super cool card. Beautiful. Great card to be able to start off with. Good job, team. You guys pulled that card. It was the team effort that did it. So beautiful. Felicia saying, trying to spiritually more invest in myself, and that level helps me connect deeper, even by giving weird schedule busyness, even just like once a month, one big motivational bonus. Totally, Felicia. And Wheezy says, I try to dance every day. Started years ago. Best thing ever. Oh, there you go. Wheezy's already on it. Dancing in September. It never was a cloudy day. Oh, there you go. Keep watching the patterns. Enjoy the dance. Trust the sign. Trust what you deserve is coming. Very well said, Felicia. Thank you for sharing. So beautiful. All right, team. Let's take a quick little intermission again for oh, Felicia. Awesome, Felicia. I am seeing the notification within my email for your upgrade on the Patreon. Thank you so much, Felicia. Felicia just upgraded to the $33 level on the Patreon. So Felicia, thank you again. I was excited when I saw your comment on Instagram, just seeing that you would be able to tune in today, and sending you so much love as you're resting. And I'm glad you're able to be here. And yeah, welcome back. And thank you again for your support. And we'll get right into that next reading. So for everybody here, let's give a nice thank you to Felicia for contributing on the Patreon. And again, I'll just plug it real quick. And Felicia, you get to choose which deck you would like to be able to use. You can use, I'll just show you real quick, and then we'll get right into the next reading. What deck would you like to be able to use, Felicia? So, so Felicia, which deck would you like to be able to choose? Would you like to do the Sacred Spirit deck, the Hero's Journey deck, the Ananda Tarot deck, which is like traditional tarot, or the Lightworker Oracle deck? Let me know which one of those you would like to be able to work with. And again, for those of you who may be here and tuning in, if you guys don't already know, again, the Patreon, that's our monthly membership. Within the Patreon, there's a lot of awesome perks that you get within the community. You get full access to our community Discord. Our community is a community focused on supporting fellow conscious creators. There's a conscious creator inside all of us. So even if you're just like, well, I'm not like super big into creating content, that's okay. Like, this is a place for us to be able to help support you wherever you are on your path as a conscious creator. And when you join on the Patreon at the $11 monthly level, which is like the starting level, you get full access to the Discord where you can engage further with the community, collaborate through private member events, have your content featured within the community as well, which is really awesome. That's a lot of the Discord. I was doing some upgrades associated with that. And also, again, there is the option to be able to join at the $33 level. If you guys want to join on that at the $33 level, again, that's where you can also get the bonus of an additional Light Guardian Crystal as a gift. I just asked that you guys pay shipping on that. Again, the Light Guardian Crystals, those are available through my item shop, but the special value at the $33 level for the Patreon supporters, you guys get the option to be able to get one of those as a gift, just pay shipping. And at the $33 level, you also get monthly one-on-one sessions with me, which you can do for one-on-one tarot, meaning we can kind of do this, but dive deep. Or it can be for conscious media creation coaching to be able to help support you on getting more clarity on your steps as a conscious media creator. So lots of awesome stuff there. Thank you again to our Patreon supporters. We're currently at 117. Our next mini milestone is 122. Working towards 200 by the time the star baby comes, which is in April. We're going to hit it before then, but that's just like, we'll keep going. We'll keep building it. Because again, when we're building the Patreon, yeah, it's helping support what it is that I do full time. And again, I appreciate you guys for all your support there. But again, it's about building the team. It's inviting people into what it is that we got going on here in the community. So let's get right into our next reading, Sacred Spirit. And Felicia, thank you again for your support on the Patreon. And yeah, again, for those of you on TikTok or Instagram, feel free to click the link in my profile to join in on YouTube. Through there, you can also find the link for the Patreon. You guys are going to want to be able to check out, again, within the Discord, I would recommend joining it. Like now is a good time to join it because there's like upgrades that I did. There's also like the schedule for the day where it's like a weekly schedule and you can like easily see upcoming events. Quick plug, today at 5 p.m. EDT, some of the women within Paradigm Shift Central are hosting a story sharing and group healing event at 5 p.m. EDT, and you can connect with that through the info in the Discord as well. So shout out to Lizzie and Sierra for helping facilitate that. All right. Felicia, I think you know how it works here. So again, we'll just do a quick little meditation, drop you into your heart space, set the intention, show us what we need to see. And then at that point, Felicia, I'll just guide you to the place where I'll invite you to take a few more breaths, listen to your intuition. And then at that point, invite you to open your eyes and type now in the chat. And that's when we'll split the deck based on that moment of synchronicity. And then we'll pull the card from there. So Felicia, if you're ready, go ahead and drop, just let us know that you're ready in the chat. And yeah, thank you guys again so much. I'm excited for, again, like as the Discord is getting operational, like the way how I see it, like the Paradigm Shift Central community, like the Discord, everything like that, like this is not a new idea. I've been operating it like this for a while. It's very much like a game, like a real world game to help shift consciousness. So building the Discord, upgrading the Discord is like building the platform for the game to take place in. And now that I'm like getting ready to be able to like finish up these upgrades, the next step is to like play the game with my friends. And the game is to be able to help support you guys and help make some awesome content and events. Felicia is ready. And I will just say real quick, for the Patreon supporters, this is a new thing. This is really exciting. Starting very soon, you guys will actually be able to earn points by participating in the Discord server. And for every 5 levels that you go up within the Discord server, you will earn 5 shift points. And then you can use those 5 shift points to exchange for 5 shift buttons. So pretty awesome deal there. You can actually like earn buttons by participating in the community. So it's pretty cool. So it's like a win-win-win. All right, let's get right into this next reading. I'm just going to drink my tea. And does anybody else put honey in their tea? Is that... like surely there must be others, right? Honestly, honey and tea, I feel like it's a game changer because it's like got a lot of like good stuff in it. I feel like it keeps me healthy in a lot of ways. Okay, all right, let's get right into this. Thank you, Felicia. We got like 10,000 people tuned in right now, and yeah, if you're here, feel free to join us in this meditation. Felicia upgraded their Patreon, so we're gonna dive into this. She's gonna help facilitate, but everybody collectively is helping assist this. So if you're here, this next reading is for you. So Felicia, you ready? For everybody here, when you're ready, go ahead and gently join us in this meditation. When you're ready, you can close your eyes. And just allow yourself to connect with your breath. Soft, gentle inhales, soft, gentle exhales. And as you breathe here, just allow yourself to be able to arrive into the space of gratitude. So for Felicia and for everyone, just being in this space, just gratitude for yourself, for this community, for this sacred space, for the messages we are here to receive. As you gently continue to breathe, just focusing in on our intention, show us what we need to see. Show us what we need to see. We being the individual, the collective, the team. And so for everybody here, for Felicia, show us what we need to see. Speak that intention with your heart. Speak it with your mind. Speak it with your words. Speak it with your soul. Sending up that like beam of light into the heavens, bringing down the wisdom of the stars. Felicia, continue to breathe here. Listen to your intuition. Take your time, focusing on that intention with gratitude in your heart. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and type now in the chat. For everybody else, you guys can open your eyes now and feel free to type your wizard noises in the chat, and we'll charge the deck and we'll split it at Felicia's cue. Here we go. I got honey in my tea because that's the way to be, because each and every single Monday to Friday I'm showing up doing this flowetry amidst our tarot, because we got quite the team of shifters and light guardians here to be able to change the stream of the main dream. Gonna change this world with an epic team. And so I'm glad that we got people like you and like me who are here to be able to plant some dope epic seeds. Wiki, what, wild west, wiki, what? So with magic in our eyes and with love in our heart, we shall get ready to be able to see what message is revealed to us through the wisdom of the cards. Someone should take like sound bites of my like flowetry and turn it into like some sort of like dubstep song. Just holding space here, Felicia, taking her time, feeling inside intuition. Now she says, felt the shockwave on that one. That was a powerful one. So imagine like when they do that, it's like some sort of like AoE attack where it's like, so, all right, the card that we have got. Oh, very cool. Beautiful card. All right, the card that we have pulled for Felicia, for everybody who's here, the next card for today's Inspirational Team Tarot readings. Oops, hold on, Instagram. You almost fell there. I got you, Instagram. Don't you worry. All right, the next card that we have got for everybody here is card number 27, Meditation. Improvements require persistence. Improvements require persistence. Card number 27. Card number 55. Imagine entire deck based off of that video or something. Anyways, all right, let's take a look here. So for those of you on TikTok and Instagram, now's a great time to be able to tune in on YouTube. Click the link in my profile, jump over to YouTube. That's where the primary camera is. Again, we'll keep things rolling here. We'll keep an eye open for any new contributions on PayPal or Patreon. You guys are awesome. And yeah, let's keep things rolling here. So just visually explaining this, again, this is art from our friend Lewis Dyer. So if you haven't checked out Lewis Dyer's work, definitely check it out. We actually have some of his work featured on some of our shift buttons. Lewis and I, we've collaborated in that manner. So super, super epic to be able to feature his art here now in the tarot cards. So beautiful image here. There's a lot to be able to look at. So I'll just explain the literal. Again, you got this like kind of like male, female figure with like someone floating in an orb and birds floating towards some sort of cosmic eschaton. Another being kind of looks like an alien or a higher dimensional being, more faces, some very interesting dark purples, very meditation like it's almost like the visual of kind of what the experience is within meditation, so to speak, kind of like a lot of like moving thoughts through a stream, so to speak. And yeah, you can see there's like little people meditating down on the ground there. So again, that's just me explaining the literal. So let's dive into this. Again, if you're here, this message is for you. Just open your hearts. If anything we say resonates with you, feel free to drop an 1111 in the chat. All right. Card number 27, Meditation. Improvements require persistence. Create goals with intention. Meditation is an important aspect of spiritual practice, proven to relieve mental stress, physical pain, and improve a person's outlook on life. Meditation is not bound to religion, culture, or spiritual groups. Anyone can practice meditation, and everyone can receive its benefits. Used in practice for thousands of years, meditation is often associated with spiritual understanding and enlightenment by achieving direct communication with a supreme being or ultimate reality. For example, the enlightenment that Buddha received under the Bodhi tree. Using concentrated focus upon the breath, sounds, visualization, objects, or movement meditation can enhance relaxation, strengthen the mind, and instigate spiritual growth and self-awareness. Every single time that we do these readings, the cards always like sync up back to back. It's really trippy. It's like one collective reading if you actually tune in. Keep in mind the previous card that we just had that was all about like dance with the universe as we move into this one, because that's all like meditation and this is more meditation. So okay. These different meditative practices, using concentrated focus upon the breath, sounds, visualization, objects, or movement meditation can enhance relaxation, strengthen the mind, and instigate spiritual growth and self-awareness. These different meditative practices can be simple in nature or emotionally groundbreaking, dependent on your needs and intentions for this practice. You may be feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed now. Poor sleep patterns or insomnia are triggered by technology use and require you to detach from the materialism and wants of today. Respiratory issues may arise. Please see a suitable professional if you require attention. Right now, meditation holds the answer. Focus on your breath. Reconnect back to self, where you will have more time and energy for the areas in your life that you have neglected. A form of meditation is required now for you to feel whole once again. Be aware that your mind reflects your physical world. Is it balanced or imbalanced? Busy or still? Chaotic or calm? Noisy or quiet? Psychological and physiological change is taking place. Use meditation to assist in healing, health, and well-being goals, specifically to set intentions, aid physical recovery, and influence mind mantras. Importantly now is the time to focus on your personal health and well-being. Shadow aspect, chaotic, dismissive, emotional detachment. Sacred crystal, fluorite. Angel assistance, Archangel Cassiel, the angel of serenity, solitude, and temperance. Affirmation, my mind creates a reflection of my physical world. I am at peace. All right, let's dive deep into this one. So this is a very, very beautiful card. Again, if anything we say resonates with you guys, drop those 1111s in the chat, and we'll keep things rolling here. So, beautiful, beautiful card. So, meditation, yeah, it's a thing, all right. And so again, with this card, it's an obvious reminder to be able to just check in with ourselves and just be able to think, you know, like, hey, like, where is meditation right now within our reality? And it's interesting because, you know, I think for any of us, myself included, there will be periods within our life where we may find ourselves like actively meditating less frequently than other times. But again, you know, I think as we kind of talked about before with the dance card that we had previously, like meditation comes in many forms. But however, I think it's important to be able to check in with ourselves and to make sure that we're not accidentally not accidentally using the many forms that it comes in to be able to dismiss the challenge of being able to commit to a practice of literally doing like the good old fashioned sit down, shut up meditation. Like let's do some good old fashioned sit down, shut up meditation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, like literally what I was saying, where it's like, yes, meditation is about being able to connect in with the present moment. And sometimes that can be through dance. Sometimes that can be through movement. Sometimes that can be through art. Sometimes that can be through journaling and writing. Absolutely, 100%. I definitely agree with that. At the same time, I do think that being able to add on top of that the extra intention to be able to say, like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do some physical exercise or go for a walk or really just practice being in the present moment. But at the same time, making sure that we are setting aside those opportunities where we literally do the good old fashioned meditation where we sit down, we close our eyes, focus in on our breath, and then use that as a way to be able to just kind of like check in with our mind, check in with our heart, check in with our needs, check in with our feelings, whatever the case may be. So that in itself, I think, is an important reminder to be able to incorporate into our practice. And again, I think there will be periods within our life where we may feel that either we just don't have time for that or we don't have a need for that. And that's totally cool. I get it. I understand that. And this isn't something where like I'm telling you to do this because I think that you should. Like, it's one of those things where it's important for us to be able to check in and be able to make that decision for ourselves, knowing that it will be good for us. So everybody's going to relate different to meditation, and it's going to be challenging for different people. Like, absolutely, like 100%. Like, I know some people who have ADHD and everything like that, and for them, or just like very intrusive thoughts. And that's where, again, meditation can become even more challenging. But what I would encourage any of us doing, I'm not just saying this to you, I'm saying this to myself, is to lean into the challenge. If you find meditation hard, all the more reason for you to do it. Like, literally, right? Because when you think about the idea that there's like some piece of yourself that is resisting this, that's like a rock that you can chisel. That is something that can be kind of like shaped over time, that you can work on, that you can begin to kind of like transform into something else. So it's going to be different for everyone. And I do think, again, with this card, it's important to be able to find the methods that work for us, where, again, we're connecting into what meditation means to us, into what meditations we prefer, and then also finding the meditations that we actually find our ego has some resistance to, and then identifying those and actually leaning into them, such as the good old-fashioned sit down, shut up meditation. Like, that meditation is literally one of the most powerful meditations, because as soon as you begin to do it, you feel the mind basically trying to convince you not to do it. Like, the mind will find any excuse, any reason, any idea that it can hold on to be able to say, like, oh, like maybe I should go like check if I close the fridge door. Like, oh man, like, it's like, okay, maybe I have to blow my nose. Oh, I should check my phone. Oh, I should do this. I'm hungry. I'm gonna do this. This isn't and it's like literally been like 30 seconds. So what you want to be able to do is be able to like find those edges within meditation, and to find the meditations that challenge you. Because, again, with this one, improvement requires persistence. So absolutely work with a meditation that you really love doing, such as the movement and the dance and the art, and even the conversation of being present moment, or the meditation of being in a conversation in the present moment. That can be a meditation too. Again, like, I've just seen it before where some people, they'll basically say, like, be like, everything I do is a meditation. And like, I get what they're saying, and I'm not disagreeing, but just be aware that you're not accidentally saying that as a way to kind of justify the idea that there's like a little bit of like kind of like the good old fashioned meditation that you're like just not involving with. And it's okay. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's your choice as to whether or not you involve with it. But my point is that, like, with that good old fashioned sit down, close your eyes and connect with your breath meditation, that meditation is really, really powerful. It's really, really beneficial. And that in itself can kind of like holographically like assist with the other meditations. Literally just the process of just kind of like, it doesn't even have to be long. What if you literally just like set an alarm on your clock and you're just like, okay, every time this alarm goes off, I'm just going to connect with my breath. I'm just going to take 5 deep mindful breaths and just kind of like commit to that. Just be like 5 breaths, no excuses, 5 breaths. That's it. And you'll notice even within those 5 breaths, by the time you get to the second breath, you'll be like, this is stupid. I don't have to do this. Why am I doing this? This is too easy. It's interesting. The brain will actually convince us, like, less than a minute into a meditation, they'll be like, this is too easy, therefore it's not worth my time. This is so easy, I shouldn't even be bothering to do it. Meanwhile, you're like, it's like your brain, like, it's creating like some sort of like kind of like it's almost like a conflict of interest or something like that. So what you want to be able to do is to just kind of like lean into that little voice in your head that tries to get you to walk away from that simple practice. Because I think when you begin to understand that, that in itself is kind of showing you that there's something there. There's like something hidden. And if you can kind of fall in love with this idea that, even if you're just like in the mystery of like, I don't know exactly what's going to happen if I were to literally agree, kind of like with what we were saying, to literally just meditate every day for even just like 5 minutes, just try that. Do it as an experiment. Maybe it won't make any difference at all. I don't know. If it doesn't, congratulations, you didn't lose anything. But what if it actually does make a difference? And what if you actually find yourself more capable of being able to co-regulate your just like present state of being. And then when situations may happen in the future where you find yourself like a little bit frustrated, a little bit flustered, a little bit overwhelmed, you have that space to go back to. So again, the meditation, it's not a chore. It's actually the development of like a method and what's the word? I feel like there's a word that I'm trying to say, but I forget. Anyways, there's does it start with a C? Anyways, I'm losing track here. there's like the process where why am I forgetting that word? Anyways, meditation becomes something that I'll just explain it in other words. Meditation becomes something that you can do, again, as a way to be able to kind of like navigate through those times where you may be kind of like dealing with a little bit more of like the active mind. So that's where, again, meditation is actually very, very powerful, especially when you start getting into the neuroscience of it. Like meditation is a chance to really be able to check in with yourself and to just kind of say like, where is my focus right now? And let's just kind of like take a moment to just kind of like bring awareness to that focus. And maybe just in your meditation, all you're doing is spending like 5 minutes just visualizing what you're going to do for the day. Like that in itself is powerful. Or you can use meditation to be able to kind of like empty your mind before going to sleep. That in itself can become really powerful. Or you can use meditation to be able to like fill your cup with love. There's so many different types of ways to be able to incorporate a practice of meditation that, the limits to it are as infinite as your creativity. And that's where, again, I think if we can just kind of begin to cultivate more of a habit of being able to understand that, like there's a reason the elites don't want us to meditate. It's because like that in itself is a way to be able to kind of like to forge our philosopher's stone in a lot of ways. It's really about being able to reclaim your power. So this is a very, very powerful card. And again, I think that we as like these multidimensional metaphysical beings, I think that meditation is something that we are barely just scratching the surface of. Like, I think that within meditation practice, there is like so much potential there, both for cultivating the internal transformation and also to be able to kind of like tap into abilities where we're like projecting our consciousness and we're creating these like spaces in these realms where we can receive wisdom and interaction. Good morning, Casey. And so with this card, again, this is a very, very powerful card to just be able to give you that gentle reminder to be able to invite you to check in. What is your relationship with meditation like right now? Can you change it? Do you want to change it? Do you want to change it in a month from now? Can you allow yourself to begin to get excited, not just about the meditation, but about the transformation that has taken place through the practice of the meditation as well? So I really invite you guys to be able to use this card as again, just like a little bit of a check-in. Again, show us what we need to see. This card right now for all of us is just kind of like, hey, the world needs you to be able to practice meditation, to practice being in the present moment, to practice connecting inward, to practice connecting into being able to co-regulate a coherence between your mind and heart. Like, if you guys need a reason to be able to practice meditating, I'll just tell you right now that if you do practice meditation and practice creating a mind-heart coherence, that's a great way to be able to help establish contact with like OUs, with other us's, with ETs, with being able to like create contact, CE5, human initiated peaceful contact with like UFO craft and everything like that. It takes place through mind-heart coherence. It takes place through meditation. So use that as a motivation where it's just like, oh man, like I'm not going to do meditation for myself, but I'll do it to talk to aliens. I'll do it to meet some aliens. Like, if that's what it takes, then please, by all means, whatever it takes for you. So yeah, super, super powerful card. I'll get close to wrapping this up here. And again, right now, meditation holds the answer. Focus on your breath, reconnect back to yourself, where you'll have more time and energy for the areas in your life that have been neglected. A form of meditation is required now for you to feel whole once again. Be aware that your mind reflects your physical world. Is it balanced or imbalanced, busy or still, chaotic or calm, noisy or quiet? So again, use your mind as a way to be able to check in with like the reflection the world is holding with you right now, and then also to be able to transform it. If your world feels a little bit chaotic, use meditation to be able to cultivate that calmness, and then that in turn will affect the world. And then if the world is again kind of like already calm, then you can use that to be able to kind of like, again, kind of like continue to deepen your practice. And it's so exciting to be able to know like how much meditation can hold for us. And there's a lot of mystery there. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of again, kind of, it's a way for us to literally be able to like tap into more of our superhuman abilities. So yes, use meditation as a way to be able to help, bring awareness to emotions, to sit with them, to move energy, to be able to connect with the breath, to be able to practice flexing our imagination, to be able to relax, to be able to help release anxiety, to be able to connect with nature, to be able to connect with creativity. There's no limit on it. There's no limit on it. So with that said, do you guys want to do a quick little meditation here real quick? If so, drop an 1111 in the chat. We'll just do that real quick, and then we'll wrap up this card. And Felicia, thank you again. And then we'll keep an eye open for any new contributions on PayPal or Patreon. I think at this point, we'll basically do it where if there are no new signups, then I'll wrap up this broadcast soon, and that's totally fine. Even if we're just doing 2 readings today, that's not a problem. But I'm totally down to do some more readings if we do have some more signups on PayPal or Patreon. So we'll keep an eye open for that. But for now, let's just practice doing like a quick little meditation, and we can just kind of practice just kind of connecting into the heart space. So cool. So yeah, if you guys want to do a quick little meditation, go ahead. Just drop an 1111 in the chat, and I'll do that for us. So cool. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, again, checking the information on the top. If you would like to be able to have an on-air reading, you can contribute on my PayPal or join on the Patreon. The Patreon is our community for conscious creators. So if you guys haven't heard of that yet, go check it out. And right now we're just finishing up this reading, and this will be our last reading for today, unless we do have any new signups on PayPal or Patreon. And yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, everyone. So let's just do a quick little meditation here. So for everybody here, when you're ready, just go ahead and close your eyes. And as you're sitting here with your eyes closed, just take this first moment to gently just adjust your posture. Gently place your hands maybe on your lap, wherever you can find that comfortable position. Straighten your spine, open your chest, relax your face. And just allow yourself to just begin connecting to the awareness of your breath. Soft, gentle inhales and soft, gentle exhales. I'm going to give you something very simple. This could literally be a practice that you can carry with you and you can do next time you practice this on your own. One of the most valuable things to do with meditation is to be able to give yourself what is known as a lotus. A lotus is a point of focus. This can be an idea, a sensation, a thought. For this practice, we'll just do it for a few moments, literally just as an experimentation. The intention here is to just be present, to give ourselves this experience of serenity, of peace, of solace, of connection, connecting with spirit, connecting with our heart, filling ourselves up. What we're going to do here, we're going to bring our awareness to the moment between the inhale and the exhale. That's it. And for some of you, maybe you've never really consciously brought awareness to this moment before. So I'll join you here, I'll stop talking, and we'll just take a few moments. And as you allow yourself to just be aware of that space, just allow it to help you find a gentle rhythm with your breath. And with each exhale, just allowing yourself to be relaxed and present. And just be here in this space. If you notice your mind beginning to wander, that's okay. When it does, gently bring it back to that focus of the space between the inhale and the exhale. So together, gentle inhales, that space right there. Soft exhales, right there. Inhales. And soft exhale. As you do this, you may find yourself naturally just kind of like holding your breath softly between the inhale and the exhale. Find a rhythm that works for you. Allow yourself to just enjoy the gift of this present moment. Continue this for the next little bit. Go ahead. Let's continue here for a few more breaths. Take your time. Enjoy. As you gently breathe here, just take another moment here to just be aware. How is your body feeling right now? How is your heart feeling? How is your mind feeling? Just observe. Maybe adding a soft smile to your face. As we get ready to conclude this meditation, in 1 or 2 words, how are you feeling right now? How would you describe what you're feeling or how you're feeling? Giving yourself the gift of this peace. Continuing this rhythm of the breath, we'll carry this with us. May you continue to move forward beyond this moment with an open heart and open mind and the present awareness. Gently, when you're ready, slowly, we'll bring our awareness back to our physical body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Return your awareness to the space around you. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you again, everyone. Welcome back. Feel free to leave a comment. How's everybody feeling now? How was that? Even if you guys just want to leave any gratitude. And super simple meditation practice. Something that, you can definitely do on your own. So throw on some cool music, maybe go outside if you're able to, whatever the case may be. So awesome. All right. Take your time coming back. We'll chill out here for the next little bit. And yeah, if you guys want to just chat about how that was for you, please feel free to leave some comments. And again, just finishing up with this card. Thank you again, Felicia. Beautiful reminder of the benefit of meditation, how it can just bring more peace, more presence, more awareness, more gratitude, more creativity, more love into our life. So leave a little affirmation if you would like to be able to claim the message of this card. So I will continue to cultivate more of a routine with meditation in my reality. I will sit down and shut up and close my eyes and connect with the gift of this present moment. Wheezy, so grateful for this welcoming space I can use to body double. Felicia, way more than 2 words, but thought insight in this moment of silence in the loudness of my chaos in life. Oh, I feel that, Felicia. Yeah, very powerful. Yeah, you guys got power, man. That's kind of like, it's like the world could be crazy and chaotic around you, but then it's like, man, if you can get good at practicing meditation, like be, the calmness in the storm, right? So the world needs that right now. So when you're meditating, you're not just meditating for you, you're like meditating for something bigger than you. Felicia, also thank you for the reminder to step outside today. I am not contagious sick or sick that prevents me from going outside, just injured. Yeah, Felicia, definitely get that fresh air. I'm sure that'll help. So cool. All right, team. Well, like I said, we'll chill out here for the next little bit. We don't have a lot of people tuned in right now, so that's totally fine. If there is anybody who would like to be able to contribute on PayPal or Patreon, again, feel free to do that, and then we'll initiate another reading. Or if anybody would like to be able to order anything from the shop, that can be a way to be able to help initiate a reading as well. So I did get some more parts for buttons, so I'm making a lot more buttons. Going to be doing some giveaways as well for the wider community as well. And yeah, I'll post a link for the Discord if you guys haven't checked that out yet. And link for the Patreon again, as I just spam my own YouTube channels. Cool. And keep an eye open on the Discord as other members are leading meditations there, and as we get into the flow of our events and everything like that, we'll be keeping you guys updated with broadcasts and meditations from leading members there as well. So cool. All right, Jedi Squad gamers. Oh, why did the live video end on Instagram? That's weird. Normally it doesn't end automatically like that. Okay. Anyways, team. Again, just checking in here. If you guys would like to be able to do another reading on air, feel free to let me know. Yo, Jason. Cool. All right, team. Again, and last call, if anybody would like to be able to initiate another reading, again, through PayPal, contribution on Patreon, or any item that you guys want to get from the shop, feel free to let us know. And yeah, I'm totally fine like wrapping this up either way. There's a lot of work that I'm working on today, so that's totally not a problem. And that was good. That was some good readings there today. I'm glad we got to spend some time here this morning. And again, I'll be back here Monday to Friday at 11 a.m. EDT. So if you guys want to invite some more people to be able to join in, then yeah, feel free to direct them to my PayPal or my Patreon, whatever the case may be. And cool. And again, for those of you on Patreon, if you guys feel like upgrading your contribution, that's always welcome as well. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys want to book individual one-on-one sessions with me, let me know as well. And again, connect to the Discord for more there. So cool. Just seeing if I'm not sure why my Instagram feed crashed there. So cool. Yeah, Felicia, that's totally cool. Like, I know Felicia, you were talking about getting some gear and stuff too. So yeah, Felicia, if you, no, that's cool, Felicia. Like, I'm totally cool with that. Like, I'm down to do like even like a couple more readings. Like sometimes we're on here for like freaking like 2 hours at a time. So the idea of ending after an hour is actually quite uncommon. So yeah, Felicia, if you want to order anything from the shop, go for it. And again, use your discount code. If you need me to remind me your discount code, let me know. So, but yeah, you got the Felicia, you got the 30% discount code now since you upgraded. So, okay, Felicia wants to get some buttons. Okay, stay tuned, team. I think we'll be doing another reading here. Yeah, Felicia, I'm just making sure that you got the new discount code for the $33 level. I'm just going to direct message that to you. So we'll hang out here for a couple more moments. Man, what's up with my Instagram? I hope it's okay. So, okay. Might just be a... Okay. Yeah, at the $33 level, you guys get 35% discount, which is pretty huge, actually. But like that's intended to be able to be done in such a way where like if you guys are upgrading at that level, like you're like saving money when you purchase items. So, and Jason, thank you again for your order from the other day. I'll be again. It'll take me a little bit to be able to like get everything together. That takes like a whole day in itself just to be able to get all the items and everything packed up. So just send me a direct message if you guys are like curious if I've sent stuff out. But I'll usually let you guys know when I've sent stuff out. So okay. Okay, I don't know, Felicia, I don't know if I can direct message you because my Instagram's glitched. It doesn't even let me follow people back, so I can't even follow your account right now, Felicia, even though I was already following it before, so I don't know what's up there. But yeah, Felicia, when you upgraded, Yeah, when you upgraded to the 33, I think you would have got a message. Unless I send you a direct message over Discord. Let me just try that. Okay, Felicia, I did just send you the whoops. Okay, Felicia, I just sent you the discount code through Discord just to make sure that you got it. Okay, I don't know what's up with my Instagram right now, man. Is it because of my like phone's full? What's up there? Yeah, yeah. So Felicia, I did send the direct message through Discord just to confirm what the promo code is. So, I don't know if my Instagram is working properly here. Okay, but yeah, we'll get into another reading shortly. Just kind of in an intermission stage right now. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work. And yeah, Felicia, go ahead, take your time. I'm just gonna go use the bathroom real quick and I'll be back. It's a small crowd right now, so. Restart this. Okay. Jason, I did see the comment in the chat, dude, and I apologize not for getting back to that right away. Just been focusing on the upgrades in the Discord, so I still gotta go through and even just check some of the images. But yes, dude, I did see that, and I'm definitely open to that, and I appreciate that. So, okay, hold on here, just checking some stuff. Okay. All right. Try going live again on my other platforms. Hey, Gabriella. Thank you for joining in. All right. Okay, team. We're going to get into another reading momentarily. Felicia's just doing some shopping at the store. So once that order's gone through, then she can initiate another reading. And again, for those of you tuned in on YouTube, again, if you guys want to order anything from the shop, that can initiate some more readings as well. Or if you guys want to do any upgrades on your Patreon, that is also an option there too. And yeah, stand by. We'll get right into our next reading momentarily. I'm just going to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. And in the next few moments, we will get right into our next reading. So thank you guys again. Cool. Thank you, Jason. Yeah. And honestly, if you guys can do me a favor, I would appreciate it if you can even just check out the Discord and just kind of like read over like the welcome channel and just kind of like let me know if it makes sense and stuff, and just kind of like check out some of the new things in there, including like the weekly schedule. There's a few other upgrades that I'm doing there as well, but yeah. I'm just reading. Yeah, so Felicia, Felicia, are you in the YouTube chat right now? I'm not sure if Felicia is like able to listen in on the YouTube at the same time. Okay. All right, okay. I'll be right back, team. Felicia's just finishing up the order on the shop. Again, even if you guys just want to browse the shop, go ahead and do that. And again, any additional orders through the shop will initiate some more readings or any upgrades on the Patreon. You guys know how it works. So yeah, so Felicia, I did just reply to your comment there. So okay, I'll be right back, guys. Okie dokie. All right, welcome back, everyone. Yo, Jason, just saw your contribution through the PayPal. Is that for an on-air reading? Is that what that's for, dude? Cool. Oh, Wheezy, there was a typo? Cool, thanks. Appreciate the extra pair of eyes on that. Cool. All right, let me practice going live on TikTok. Jason, let me know if, again, I see your contribution on PayPal. I assume that's for like another on-air reading, dude. So thank you again. And Felicia is upgrading or is purchasing some stuff. So we'll get into that next reading as well. And in the meantime, even if we just want to do another one, and again, Jason, if you want to facilitate, let us know. So, hey, Athena, thank you for joining in. If you're still in the chat, sorry about that. I just walked away for 2 seconds. Right now, the way how we do this, the queue is based on people contributing through my PayPal or my Patreon. I'll post a link for that again here in the chat. And right now, there's a couple people in the queue. So if you guys are sticking around, feel free to again, every reading that we do is for whoever happens to be tuned in. And then when you guys contribute on air, you get to help initiate a specific reading, like for you, but it's also for the collective as well. So every reading we do is for whoever happens to be tuned in. Stand by. I am just going to kick things off on TikTok and Instagram, and then we'll get right into another reading. So Felicia, we might just, Jason, if you're there, let me know. But I feel like we might just do Felicia's reading first. And then Jason, we can do another reading for that since Felicia had mentioned it first. So, okay. All right, stand by. I'm just going live on TikTok and everything like that. So, hey, what's up, Instagram? We're back live on air for some more Inspirational Team Tarot. I think the feed crashed, or maybe it didn't save or something like that, so I had to restart the broadcast. Anyways, we've been live on air for a few readings so far, and we got a couple more still to go. So if you guys are watching this in the future, again, just a reminder, I'm live for Inspirational Team Tarot Monday to Friday at 11 a.m. EDT on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you guys are tuned in right now, first of all, let me know that my audio is working okay. Drop an 1111 in the chat. So if you're in Instagram right now, just drop a comment. Let me know that you guys can hear me okay. And we're going to be getting right into our next reading. Welcome to those of you on Twitch as well. Thank you guys so much for joining in. And again, every reading that we do here is for the collective. It's for whoever is tuned in right now. The messages are here for you. And Felicia, one of our Patreon supporters, they're actually just ordering some items from the shop. And once that contribution has gone through, we're going to get right into another reading for Felicia. And again, this is a reading for whoever's tuned in right now. So for those of you on Instagram, if you can do me a favor, just let me know if the audio is working there. Drop an 1111 in the chat. Even Wheezy, can you just check if my Instagram's working? If that's not too much hassle. Just to be able to check there. I don't know. Sometimes my Instagram glitches out, so it's like kind of hit and miss. For those of you on Twitch, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know if you're tuned in, especially if you're new. This is more than just tarot. This is about being able to invite people to our community of conscious media creators. And again, be sure to check out the Patreon, and that's our monthly. Our Patreon membership, where you can get access to ongoing regular community events and additional perks within our Discord server to support you as a conscious creator. This Saturday, for members, we have our Dream Discussion Circle, which is co-hosted by myself and my partner Lacey. So I'm super excited for that. So, cool. Jason, put it in the contribution on the PayPal for a friend of yours. Is Franklin tuned in? Like, do you want to do it in a way where you're, like, when we do the meditation and you're queuing it up with the now? Do you want to do that? If they're tuned in right now, and if they can kind of like, if I can guide them through the meditation how we normally do, then feel free to let me know if that works. Otherwise, Jason, if you want to facilitate, that's fine. For those of you on Twitch, thank you guys so much. We're just about ready to get into our next reading. Again, readings are available on air by contributing on PayPal or Patreon. So if you guys are looking to be able to join, to add yourself to the queue for the readings, again, every reading that we do is for whoever's tuned in. And again, you guys can specifically get a reading on air for yourself when you contribute on PayPal or Patreon. So, Wheezy, is the audio working on Instagram? Can you let me know? Just for a quick reply there. And Felicia, Jason, let me know what's your timeline like for Franklin, because we may just do the reading first for your friend, and then do the next reading for Felicia, if need be, if the timelines on that are relative to just kind of like them wanting it sooner rather than later. So, you guys let me know what you want. And again, for those of you tuned in, the decks that we have available for today for people to be able to choose from include the Sacred Spirit deck. The IG is good. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank God. That would have been embarrassing. The Lightworker Oracle deck, the Ananda Tarot deck, or the Hero's Journey deck. So, beautiful. All right. Felicia, thank you so much for your order, confirming there. And yeah, Felicia, if Jason, let me know if you're cool with us doing the next reading for Felicia, and then we'll do another one after that for your buddy Franklin as well. And again, for those of you tuned in, hey Mars, thank you for joining in. Again, contributions are available for. On-air readings are available for those of you when you contribute on PayPal or Patreon, and the links for that are in the info for the video, and I'll post that again just into TikTok as well. But if you're here, this reading is for you, so no worries either way. And let's get right into our next reading. So Felicia, let me know if you're ready, and let's just get right into our next reading, and you can let me know which deck you would like to be able to use. So for Felicia, order in. I'm flexible and patient. Don't mind going after Jason. All right. Okay. Jason, let me know. Just waiting to confirm from Jason what you would like. So if we would like to be able to do it for your friend first, then let me know, and we can coordinate to do that in a way where, again, you can help facilitate it as well. So just waiting to hear back from Jason. And thank you guys again so much for joining in. I'm just going to take a moment here just to be able to get myself ready. And I'm excited to send Felicia some more shift buttons. Felicia ordered a large pack of shift buttons, an Oralite 23 wire wrap, and also like with the discount. Dude, you saved like so much money on your discount. Like you literally saved, the money you saved on your discount is like almost equivalent to your monthly Patreon membership. So which is pretty cool. That's a pretty good deal. So I'm glad that you're able to use that. So cool. Awesome. Welcome again to those of you joining in. Hey, McCuff, thank you. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. And cool. Thank you, Mars. I'm glad the posts are still reaching people on Instagram. All right. Felicia, let's get right into this reading. Jason, what we'll do is shortly after. So Felicia, let's decide what deck you would like to be able to use, and let's keep things rolling here. So again, Hero's Journey deck, Sacred Spirit deck, Lightworker Oracle deck, or Ananda Tarot deck. Which deck would you like to be able to use next, Felicia? And again, you can help facilitate the reading, Felicia. And again, we'll do this in a way where it's for you and it's for the collective. So, all right. Cool. Reminder for Patreon members, at 4 p.m. EDT today, we do have a Conscious Creator Collaboration Circle. That's where we hang out as members to be able to brainstorm and come up with cool ideas to be able to work on things together in the community. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to check out the Patreon. Aki, again, check the information up top. PayPal contributions are available through PayPal and Patreon for readings on air. And there's Franklin. Franklin, welcome to the broadcast. Let's just check in and let's just do the reading for Franklin first. If that works with you, Felicia, we'll do that just because again, Franklin's just joining in for I believe the first time. So we'll do the reading for Franklin first, and Felicia, if that's okay with you, we'll get to your reading after that. So we got at least 2 readings on the clock. So Franklin, welcome to our tarot reading broadcast. Again, we're here quite regularly, and every reading we do is to be able to help nurture and inspire your spirit. It's not necessarily like a fortune telling or a premonition. Again, it's just a way for us to be able to see ourselves through the symbolism of the cards and the messages of the cards. So Franklin, speaking to you directly, what we'll do is we'll ask you to be able to choose a deck that you would like to be able to use. And Jason, if you want to just like help explain it to them as need be, feel free to assist. So what we're going to do, we're going to invite you to choose which deck you would like to be able to use. So again, speaking to Franklin here, would you like to use the Ananda Tarot deck, which is like traditional tarot, a deck called the Lightworker Oracle deck, which is really, really cool, the Sacred Spirit deck, which is also very cool, or the Hero's Journey deck, and also very cool. So Franklin, go ahead, let us know which of those decks you would like to use. So Tarot, Lightworker Oracle, Sacred Spirit, or the Hero's Journey. So once we get up to about 150 on Patreon, I'm actually gonna purchase a new tarot deck. That's kind of like a little milestone that I'm giving for myself. Hey, Emerald, thanks for joining in. Thank you again to those of you on all platforms. Again, if you guys are on Instagram, feel free to click the link in my profile, tune in on YouTube there. And we're just getting into our next reading for Franklin. And again, this is generously contributed thanks to Jason, who forwarded the reading for Franklin. So Jason, thank you very much. Very kind of you. And Jason, again, one of our Patreon supporters there as well. So okay, let me just check here. Did that process with Stripe? Yes, that did. That paid with Stripe. So okay, cool. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, we just want to be able to make sure that Franklin's there, just so we can coordinate. Jason, if you even want to be able to just kind of like step in to facilitate, that's totally fine, dude. We can do it that way, just to keep things rolling here, since other people are just eagerly excited to be able to receive the next reading. Yo, Johnny, what's up, dude? All right. Okay. Cool. Felicia, I noticed your contribution went through Stripe. I think next time I'll just ask you to use PayPal, because I think the Stripe like takes like a few days to process, which isn't a big deal, but it's fine. So okay. All right, Jason, let me know what you would like to be able to use. I'll let you help decide on whether or not we want to wait for Franklin, or whether or not we can just get right into this next reading. And if that's the case, Jason, I'll get you to help facilitate. And again, if so, just choose which deck you would like to use. So Ananda Tarot, Lightworker Oracle, Sacred Spirit, Hero's Journey, one of the others there. So cool. And thank you again to those of you tuned in, especially those of you on Twitch. If you guys haven't yet, feel free to connect to our Discord server, where you can see other conscious member hosted events, and learn more about joining our Patreon there as well. So All right. All right, Jason. Looking to be able to get into this next reading as soon as we are ready. So maybe we should do the Felicia one first. And if that's the case, then I'll just kind of... That was through the shop, Felicia. The Stripe is through the shop. It's just like another payment thing. So like instead of like PayPal. So, okay. All right. Jason, what deck do you want to be able to use? We'll get you to be able to help initiate it. And then you can kind of do it like just kind of like on behalf of Franklin, if that works for you. Hey, Denergy, thank you so much for joining in. For those of you on TikTok or Instagram, again, feel free to click the link in my profile, tune in on YouTube there. And yeah, let's get ready to dive into this next reading. So, okay. All right, Jason, again, just looking, there's a bit of a delay in the chat, so I apologize if it's like kind of like back and forth. Jason, let's get you to be able to pick the deck, and let's get right into this next reading, and you can help facilitate for Franklin. So for those of you who are tuned in, again, we've already been doing a couple readings on air. This is more than just tarot reading. This is about being able to invite people to connect further with our community of conscious creators. So if you guys are looking to be able to connect with that community, again, feel free to check out the Discord, and also feel free to check out the Patreon, where you can join with the monthly membership there. So do Felicia's first. All right, okay, Felicia, that's the call. Let's do Felicia's first. So Felicia wants classic tarot this time, so let's do classic tarot. So for everybody here, inviting you to join us in this meditation. Felicia, I'll lead you through this. Let me just check here. 1 second. 15. I just have to reply to Neil. I think we're doing a Shooting the Shift episode today. To EDT. EDT to EDT. Okay, cool. All right, okay. We'll get close to wrapping this up in the next little bit, but we'll still do at least these next two readings. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a broadcast with Neil at 2:15 today. This is a makeup for yesterday's Shooting the Shift broadcast that got delayed. So, okay. All right. Okay. All right, let's get right into this. Felicia, for everybody here, join us in this quick little meditation. And thank you again, everyone, for joining in. We'll do 2 more readings today, and then this will be the last readings, but you guys are welcome to be able to contribute, again, through the PayPal and the Patreon for future broadcasts. And yeah, let's get right into it. And then I have to wrap up the broadcast probably no later than maybe like 40 minutes from now. And that's to get ready for another broadcast coming up. So, all right, okay, here we go. So, all right, for everybody here, please go ahead and join us in this meditation. Felicia, you know how this works. So we'll drop into our heart space, connect with gratitude, and then from there, we will set the intention, show us what we need to see, and Felicia, on your cue, we will pull the card. So for everybody here, feel free to join us in this meditation. When you're ready, go ahead and gently close your eyes. Just allow yourself to connect with your breath. Soft, gentle inhale, soft, gentle exhale. And for Felicia and for everybody here, just allow yourself to be in this space of gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, gratitude for this community, gratitude for the messages we are here to receive. With gratitude in our heart, Felicia, focusing our attention on the intention, show us what we need to see. We being the individual, the collective, and the team. Show us what we need to see. Go ahead and speak that intention with your heart, with your mind, with your words, with your soul. Imagining like a beautiful beam of light shooting up into the sky, bringing down the wisdom of the stars. Felicia, at your own pace, take your time, listen to your breath, and when you're ready, gently open your eyes and type now in the chat. For everybody else, you can gently open your eyes now, focusing on the intention, and feel free to drop your wizard noises into the chat. Here we go. So, and as these waves continue to roll, let us continue to find our way towards this goal. For we are wizards and sages upon this quest to be able to unlock the treasure, to be able to see our best. For there is gold deep within our hearts. For this is the true of the forgotten art. To be kind and compassionate and courageous and fierce. to be able to bring forth the wisdom that has always been here. And so as we hold space here within our heart, may we continue to open up to the messages and the wisdom of these cards. And so as Felicia gets ready to be able to type now into the chat, we shall see what message the universe has. In the softness and the stillness, you can hear the sound. For this is the truth of how to be able to bring our roots to the ground. For as we extend above and up into the sky, as Felicia types now, we shall see the answer to the question of why. Beautiful. Oh, very cool. All right. The card that we have pulled for Felicia, for anybody who happens to be tuned in right now, very beautiful card. The card is Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. So let's just take a moment here, just be able to open up, and then we'll explain the visual image, and then from there we'll get right into the reading. So again, we'll do this reading for Felicia. I'll keep it as kind of like fluid and concise as possible, and then from there we'll get right into the next reading for Franklin, and then that will be it after that, because I'll have to get ready for another broadcast, which will be on my Instagram, which I encourage you guys to check out. So, all right, let's get ready to dive into this one. So, visual image here, again, just visually explaining it. For those of you on TikTok and Instagram, click the link in my profile, tune in on YouTube. Beautiful image here, and of course you look at this and you can see the image of a depiction that many would recognize as Jesus, as Christ consciousness, Christos. And yeah, this beautiful image, kind of the Jesus figure in like this like a beam of light, and over top of a wine glass with the bread or the Eucharist underneath, kind of on the table. Again, it's not like the entire card is like super like Catholic symbolism or anything like that. This card just in particular kind of relates to the archetype. And you can see this beautiful kind of like landscape behind them. Kind of looks like desert, and a lot of like just kind of like this like forest off in the hillside. Again, just visual explanation, and this beautiful kind of like ring around the figure there, kind of like the aura or the crown, the corona. So, all right, I'm gonna read from the book here, then we'll dive deeper. Again, if you're here, this message is for you. Allow yourself to just open your heart and receive. So, Knight of Cups, the image. In front of a countryside bathed in the light of dusk, a Christ-like visage rises above a goblet of red wine. Meaning, in the Knight of Cups, the energy of a male aspect of the water element is revealed. Through the connection of fiery powers with those of water, willpower, and perception, unite and bring about a gentle yet powerful being. Again, if anything I say here resonates with you, do drop an 1111 in the chat. So, in the Knight of Cups, the energy of a male aspect of the water element is revealed. Oh, sorry, I read that. The apparently opposing powers of water and fire describe a nature that has the power to change the world, with the consciousness that this change must have its beginning within. A great spiritual power that has grown from the wisdom of the heart portrays the image of a spiritual warrior who stands up for his ideals. A person who is in harmony with self creates peace and balance with tension previously reigned. The distinctive soul power expresses itself in deep spiritual devotion, as well as the ability to give without requiring something in return. Astrological significance: Moon, Mars, Scorpio, fire, and water elements. All right, let's get ready to dive deeper here. I'm just going to take a moment here to just type in the chat. Jason is, I think he's like in the recording of the chat. 1 second. One second. If someone in the chat can just remind Jason that I think they like accidentally are watching like 2 minutes behind, so they're like replying to comments from like 2 minutes ago. So feel free to just kind of like remind them in the chat, and hopefully they can get caught up there. So okay, Knight of Cups. Again, if you're here, this message is for you. So this is a very, very beautiful card. And again, with this card, it really relates to a lot of the themes of what the community that we focus on here is all about. So this is a card that really invites us to be able to cultivate a deeper courage, to be able to stand up as these sacred warriors, as these sacred warriors of light, these light workers, those of us who are able to bring in harmony into this world, yet to do it in an oftentimes kind of like fierce and courageous manner. So with this card, it really is about being able to combine the water and the fire elements. So a great spiritual power has grown from the wisdom of the heart, portrays the image of a spiritual warrior who stands up for his ideals. So again, with this card, it really reminds us to be able to celebrate the idea that strength can arise in many different forms. You know, we think strength is often kind of like this like super hyper masculine idea of being able to like physically move things. But with this, I think it's really reminding us that strength in itself is about being able to align with our convictions, to stand in our truth regardless of the world around us. And this is something that, you know, it's something that, even though the image here is showing this idea of like the Knight of Cups, or again kind of like the Jesus, the archetype there, this card for me is something that I think is very prominent within the women, within the female. You know, the women now within this time are really stepping in to their inner warrior archetype, where they're seeing things within this world that just do not sit well with them, that do not resonate with them. And yet with this, it's calling us into a deeper place of our own being, where we're really being able to sort of go to war for the things that we believe in. And it's not like you're initiating war, but rather it's you're being a guardian to be able to stand against the threat of something that is impeding on, you know, things that you care about, things that are impeding upon the freedoms of yourself and of others. So through the connection of the fiery power with those of water, willpower and perception unite and bring about a gentle yet powerful being. So this is a very, very beautiful card, again, for Felicia and for everybody here, which invites us to be able to acknowledge and celebrate the gentle and powerful being within inside of us. And what does that mean? What does that mean to you? And the keywords for this: warm-hearted, spiritual warrior, transformation, spiritual strength, wisdom of the heart, ability to love, imagination. The traditional meaning: harmony, peace, atmosphere, idealism, relaxation, and friendliness. So for you, in many circumstances, you know, for anybody tuned in right now, being friendly is literally a way to be able to cultivate like the warrior within you, because the warrior within you is the one that is able to kind of like align themselves with devotion, align themselves with conviction, align themselves with ideals, align themselves with virtues. Like virtues are such a powerful thing. And so if you can create like virtues within your life, such as, you know, like I will like, you know, like do no harm to others, or, you know, like I will continue to stand in my truth. This is something that can really help motivate you and drive you through those stages of uncertainty. Because I think, again, you know, like being a warrior is being able to continue to kind of like speak and live your truth in circumstances where there may be those who basically are saying like, you know, like you're crazy, like you're stupid, you're this, you're that, you're this, da, 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 da. But again, as long as your convictions are ones that are, again, like not harming other people, and then they're really something speaking truth from your heart, your strength is the ability to be able to discern the energies that are around you, and your ability to be able to move through them with more grace, to be able to not always be reactive. Like the spiritual warrior is one that is able to be very intentional with where they wield their energy, much like a Jedi. You know, it's being able to find the path of efficiency, to be able to move through from one place to another using as much energy as they need to and no more, you know? So it's the idea of being able to kind of like, hey, Mystic Tarot, it's the idea of being able to sometimes, you know, go into a circumstance and you can feel the kind of like tension in the air and the just like the underlying intention of people like wanting to be able to like siphon your energy or get you to react or get you to act out, sort of thing. Your ability is to really be able to claim your sovereignty through the peace that you're cultivating in the present moment. Much like what we were talking about with the previous card, with the card really reminding ourselves of the meditation and the practice of the dance as well. So again, with this card, this is a very, very powerful card, and I don't think I really need to talk on it for too much, even though I mean, I definitely could. But again, with this card is reminding us of being able to tap into the wisdom of the heart. And so with the wisdom of the heart, with that comes a deep, deep calling to be able to align ourselves with something that is bigger than us. Much like the archetype of Jesus. When you think of Jesus, whether or not you recognize it as like an actual historical person or more so just an archetype, a story, so to speak, you have the story of this person that was like giving, serving something bigger than themselves. And so with this, it's this idea of really being able to focus on embodying love in action. And so how do you continue to embody love in action? How do you continue to cultivate love in action? And so again, a big part of that is by starting with the inner work, starting by cultivating the peace within inside yourself, cultivating the warmthness of your heart through your own personal transformation and sometimes healing as well, and thus in turn bringing that transformation out into the world around you. People resonate with the warmth that you carry within your heart. And this is, again, what being a spiritual warrior is about. A spiritual warrior isn't always the one that's like making change through obvious action, but their change is actually in their ability to be able to hold a vibration in the midst of chaos. Like, that is the spiritual warrior, the one who can maintain composition, who can maintain clarity, even as like things are like bouncing around and going crazy all over the place. So this is a card that really invites us to be able to know that there is a Knight of Cups within inside of us. And again, like a knight, what virtues do we align ourselves with? How do we serve? How do we show up as a knight of the round table? And to be able to carry with us, again, this like deeper sense of like duty and devotion, and to be ambassadors of peace, to be ambassadors of harmony, to be ambassadors of friendliness, whatever the case may be, without being a pushover at the same time. The warrior, the sacred warrior is the one who carries the ability to be able to be like kind and gentle and compassionate when they need to, and yet also like courageous and like fierce and tenacious when they need to. And that's the idea, is you having the ability to be able to choose which of those states you are moving between. Your true power as a warrior, in any case, as an individual, as a seeker, as a human, is the flexibility to be able to move from one state to the next, is the flexibility of being able to shift from one state of consciousness to the next. So this is incredibly important because, again, the more options you have in terms of which state of consciousness you want to be able to embody in any given moment gives you the ability to be able to have more of this flexibility. And so the spiritual warrior is the one that can bend, is the one that is flexible, is the one that does not succumb to the will of others, but instead acts from the will of their own heart. So this is a very, very powerful card, a very beautiful card. Again, a card that really reflects the archetype of the light guardian, of the shifter, which is exactly what our community here is about. It's about encouraging that inside of you and encouraging you to be able to go out there and to bring this affirmative action into the world, and to do it in soft ways, in silent ways, but also in loud ways and impactful ways, and ways that, again, are being able to plant seeds for stories bigger than your own. So the distinctive soul powers express itself in deep spiritual development, devotion, as well as the ability to give without requiring something in return. So what do you give? What do you give without requiring something in return? That can be as simple as your presence. That can be your art. That can be, again, your kindness, whatever the case may be. The world would benefit by you continue to embody more of the Knight of Cups within you, to be able to, again, focus on cultivating the fullness of your own cup and then sharing from the overflow, to be able to share at the table with those of kin. So keywords: warm-hearted, spiritual warrior, transformation, spiritual strength, wisdom of the heart, ability to love, imagination. Visualize, imagine the capacity of what transformation you can bring in this world simply by holding it within your heart first, and then having the courage and the compassion to be able to carry it with you through the uncertainty as well. So if this card resonates with you, please feel free to leave some comments in the chat and drop an 1111, and feel free to write a little affirmation based on what this message means to you as well. And thank you again, everyone, for joining in. And Felicia, let us know how this card resonates with you as well. And yeah, again, I think this is a very, very powerful card that just reminds us that like this is inside of us. You know, this is a beautiful card to be able to receive on World Peace Day. To know that, you know, like change literally begins through the process of being able to cultivate more of that spiritual warrior within inside of us. And again, the warrior is the one who is able to not just, the warrior isn't just about like violence and attack. Warrior is about being able to kind of cultivate this alignment with the devotions within your heart, and to continue to move forward through any obstacles and challenges along your way, along the path, and being able to persevere and overcome. So the warrior is the one who perseveres and serves a bigger purpose. So if this resonates with you, drop those 11 lemons in the chat. Please feel free to leave a little affirmation. And yeah, beautiful message there. Again, for those of you who just joined in a little bit late, just doing some more tarot readings here. And hey, Divine Wildflower, thanks for joining in. And again, if you guys jump over to YouTube, you can catch the recording. If you're on Instagram, you might have missed the recording there. But activating the Knight of Cups, activating the Light Guardian, the Jedi, the Sacred Warrior within each and every single one of us. So go ahead and write a little affirmation in the chat based on how this card resonates with you. So just take a moment here, and you can just kind of say a little I am or we are affirmation, and you can write it out if you wish. So I am continuing to connect deeply with my own spiritual warrior, sacred guardian, carrying with me my own personal devotions to serve a bigger story, to embody peace and gentleness and calmness and courage, to be able to bring it out into the world through actions both loud and silent and soft and strong. So cool. Awesome. Felicia says, it means so much to me, but having trouble putting it into specific words. I feel that, Felicia. Well, I hope what I was able to do there was able to put it into some words for you guys. So Franklin, Jason, thank you guys again for tuning in again. That reading was for anybody who's tuned in. So Franklin, if that resonated with you, thank you again for joining in. We can still do another reading specifically with Franklin and Jason helping facilitate. I know there was a little bit of confusion there when I think you guys were like a little bit behind in the recording. Sometimes that happens. If you guys are watching on YouTube, click like the live button and make sure that you're like up to speed. If you're like accidentally a few minutes behind, it's very hard to like facilitate between coordinating with you guys. So, but yes, go ahead and leave some comments in the chat how that resonated. Definitely be rewatching all the readings in this one later. Oh, awesome, Felicia. Thank you again for your contributions there. So we can get right into our next reading, and after this reading, I'm gonna take a break and I need to go get some lunch, and then I actually have a broadcast with Neil talking about Portal to Ascension. That was going to be our Shooting the Shift episode yesterday, but then it got rescheduled. So if you guys are on Instagram, tune in for that. That one's going to be fun. And yeah, lots of awesome stuff still to come. So thank you guys so much. And boop. Cool. So Franklin and Jason, let me know which deck you would like to be able to use. I saw your comment from before. I think Lightworker deck. We're going to use the Lightworker deck. So we can do that. And if you guys are ready to be able to do this next reading, Franklin or Jason, whoever is helping facilitate it, just let me know in the chat. Type ready into the chat, and we can do this next reading for you. And again, this will be our last reading for today. And thank you guys so much again. Any contributions on PayPal or Patreon are super appreciated at any time. And definitely encouraging guys to check out the item shop there. Cool. All right. All right. So again, we'll just stand by, make sure that Jason and Franklin are tuned in. So Jason and Franklin, when you guys see this message, please let me know. Hopefully you're tuned in on the chat within like the live moment, because if it's behind, it might be hard to do it. So, but Jason, if that's the case, and maybe even just see if I don't know if coordinating on TikTok is easier for you, but we'll figure it out. So cool. All right. Reminder for Patreon members, 4 p.m. EDT today, we do have our Conscious Creator Collaboration Circle. The Zoom link for that was already sent out through Patreon, so you guys got that. And it's in the Discord there as well. And yeah, also a reminder, we do have some of the members in the community hosting an event later tonight for World Peace Day. It's a women's storytelling and group healing event at 5 p.m. EDT, and the link for that is in the members hosted events channel within the Discord. So cool. All right. Okay. Jason, are you ready? Let me, like, I just need to be able to have very clear communication. So just tell me you're ready, and then I'll know. Because if you just type yes, then I'm not exactly sure if that's referring to something from previously. So just be as clear as you can, and then we'll know that you're synced up, and then we'll get right into this next reading. And yeah, for those of you on YouTube, thank you guys again. If you're new, please be sure to subscribe. We're here Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. EDT, bringing forth some potent inspiration for the team, and yeah, sharing the story here together. So, okay, cool. All right. Okay, so let's get ready to get right into this next reading. Okay. Cool. Oh, Patreon's on TikTok now. I have to go follow them. Cool. All right, team. Just waiting to confirm from Jason that they are ready, or Franklin. And hopefully it syncs up properly. And then we'll get right into what will be our last reading for today. And we're going to be using the Lightworker Oracle deck. So, super cool deck. All right. Okay. Again, Jason, it looks like you're not synced up in the current moment. Okay. Hold on. Okay, Jason, I'm seeing I'm getting both conversation from you guys, but it's like 2 minutes behind, which makes it very hard to synchronize the deck. So, okay, go ahead and like type like, okay, I'm gonna give you a word. As soon as you hear me say what the word is, just type it into the chat, and then that will help me figure out like how far behind you guys. Okay, so the word is cat. Type cat in the chat right now. Just do it. Just type cat, because that will help me figure out like how far behind you guys are. And now I'm gonna wait. And again, for those of you tuned in right now, thank you again. And as soon as I see the word cat, then that will tell me how far behind you guys are. And again, if I think you guys are still behind, so I need you guys to be able to make sure that you're watching as live as possible. So when you're on YouTube, there's a button that says live. Click that. So it should be red. Like right now, I think you guys are literally like maybe like 2 minutes behind, and I can't facilitate the reading properly if that's the case. If it is the case, then I'll just have to draw the card for you. But I prefer to do it properly where we get you guys synced up. So yeah, again, and I'll just have to wait a couple minutes. So yes, Rasta, I know you, Rasta, you're synced up. This is just for Jason and for Franklin. So, okay. So yeah, we'll just take a few moments here, and again, happy World Peace Day for everybody here. I'll just take a moment here, just kind of like plug things in. All right, okay, there it is. Okay, we're relatively not too far behind. So thank you, Franklin. Thank you, Jason, and let's get right into it. I'll just continue to hold space as best we can. All right, we're good. Okay, so let's do a quick little meditation. And we're using the Lightworker Oracle deck. So that's a bunch of cats. Fill the chat. All right, so for Franklin, these are your basic instructions. So we'll do a quick little meditation. And with this, we'll just drop into our heart space. We'll focus on the intention, show us what we need to see. At that point within the meditation, Franklin, I'll instruct you to just take a few more breaths, listen to your intuition, and then when you're ready, open your eyes and type now in the chat. So wait for my cue for that. And then once I see you type now in the chat, that's when I split the deck, and then that helps facilitate the reading. So with that said, everybody is ready, and let's get right into this by doing a quick little meditation. So for everybody here, please feel free to join us, and Franklin and Jason, thank you again. So for everybody here, when you're ready, go ahead and gently close your eyes. Just allow yourself to connect with your breath. Soft, gentle inhales, soft, gentle exhales. And as you breathe here, Franklin, and for everybody, just connecting into your heart space. Just allowing yourself to be in this present moment and just focusing on gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, gratitude for this community, gratitude for the messages we are here to receive. With gratitude in your heart, Franklin, and for everybody here, allow yourself to focus on the intention. Show us what we need to see. We being the individual, we being the collective, we being the team. Show us what we need to see. And go ahead and speak that intention with your heart, speak with your mind, speak with your words, speak it with your soul. And imagine this like beautiful beam of light shooting up, anchoring down this wisdom from the stars. So for Franklin, specifically for you, just take a few more moments here, listening to your intuition, connecting with your breath, and then when you are ready, gently open your eyes and type now in the chat. And when you type that, we'll split the deck and pull the card. For everybody else, gently open your eyes now and feel free to focus on that intention. And you guys can type your wizard noises into the chat. So here we go. I'll charge the deck a little bit more. The magic is here. The magic is in every single breath, because this is the chance for us to be able to realize that there is life beyond death. Because with each inhale and with each exhale, we are reborn to be able to bring forth the truth that we each hold. For now is the opportunity for us to truly see the strength and the grace and the magic within you and me. So for all the wizards and sages and mages of all kind, let us allow us to change the world through the power of our heart and our mind. And so as we hold the magic here within this space, we allow ourselves to be able to open up to the blessings of this place. For this is the story, and this is our time to be able to transform this world through the rhythm and the rhyme. And as Franklin types now into the chat, we split the deck to see which message the universe has. Beautiful. All right. Oh, wow. This one's beautiful. Franklin, thank you again. For everybody here, this message is for you. The card that we have pulled for Franklin, who is receiving this reading, thanks to a contribution by Jason, and for anybody who's here, this card is for you, is card number 28, Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Card number 28, Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Let's take a moment here. I'm just going to open up the book and we'll explain the image, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper. So again, for everybody here, this message is for you, and this will be our last reading for today. And thank you guys so much for being here, and yeah, enjoy. So beautiful, beautiful image here. Again, when you guys see this image, what do you feel? What do you feel when you look at this image? Just taking an opportunity to be able to look at it. For those of you on TikTok and Instagram, tune in on YouTube so you can see the primary camera now. So visual imagery, just taking a moment here to be able to explain it. We can see what appears to be either Master Hilarion or Archangel Raphael walking through these beautiful gates with this light illuminating behind them. Again, just explain the literal here. You can actually see there's like a faint outline of kind of like their wings there. They're in this beautiful kind of like white robe, and these very powerful, almost like ancient style of gates, and this beautiful garden that they're kind of walking into with this staircase path that's kind of like sparkling with lights, and just some beautiful atmosphere, some trees, very peaceful setting. So yeah, that's just the literal image of this. So let's dive a little bit deeper, and we'll see what else that the message of the universe has for us in this moment. So again, if you're tuned in right now, this message is for you. For those of you on TikTok and Instagram, feel free to tune in on YouTube. So allow yourself to open your heart, receive, and if anything I say resonates, drop an 1111 in the chat. Card number 28, Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change the world. Guidance and healing, inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of Ascended Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. The mind of a light worker needs spiritual light, information, understanding, and wisdom in the same way that human bodies need food, water, and clean air. The hunger for wisdom can push you to seek knowledge, and this can be a healthy impulse. However, if you love knowledge so much that you keep seeking without taking time to digest, integrate, and apply what you have learned, you may end up confused or mentally exhausted. If you are forgetful, stressed, mentally fatigued, or plotting when you are usually bright, you need some mental time out. The mind rarely rests, except through meditation, and even then, rest is not guaranteed. Resting the mind can be a tricky thing for intellectually oriented or highly creative people. Learning to switch off mentally will help you remember and apply what you are learning, so that you grow not only in knowledge, but also in wisdom. You have been absorbing a lot of new information. You may feel you have so many tasks to do that you don't know where to start. Or if you stop to rest, you will never get through it all. This is causing you mental stress, which is diminishing your productivity. It is time to slow down and cleanse your mind with the assistance of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Again, it's interesting. You can see how this ties in with the previous cards we had about meditation. Sit without the distraction of telephone, computer, mobile phone, music, television, or radio. Take a few moments in silence. Say the invocation below and then imagine, intended, visualize, or feel a fresh, pale green energy wash through you. Focus on this for a second or two, then just relax and enjoy the mental cleansing. We can do that afterwards. We'll do a little meditation after this. You will recognize when you have had sufficient mental rest, because you shall feel a peaceful sense of vibrancy and inspiration. When you let go in this way, switching off and taking a step back, new approaches and ideas come to your mind. So work according to your own creative rhythms. You may find you work best in short, productive bursts, punctuated by mental rest. If this is how you need to live for a time, honor that. Be kind to your mind. It can help you accomplish your divine journey. This oracle also comes with a message for you. If you are interested in healing that involves the mind, whether it be psychology, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, hypnosis, neurolinguistic programming, philosophy, or a course study, you are encouraged to explore it. If you feel inspired to work with your belief system through affirmations or other techniques for mental reprogramming, such as guided relaxations and meditations, you are encouraged in this to do. Your mind is developed and powerful and will work well with such techniques. And then there's the invocation, which we'll read in a little bit. And like I said, we can do a little meditation there. So let's dive a little bit deeper into this card. Very, very beautiful card. So again, for Franklin, for Jason, for everybody here who's tuned in, let's take a moment here to really just unpack the message here of this card. So, Divine Wildflower, thank you for your 1111s in the comment there. Again, for those of you on TikTok and Instagram, really encourage you guys to jump over to YouTube. The link's in my profile. Just click that there to jump in. And again, this will be our last reading for today, but I do encourage you guys to check out the Patreon and contribute when it works for you, and join our monthly membership there for ongoing stuff. So, very powerful card. Again, with this card, this card really reminds us a lot of what we were talking about earlier with the idea of like the importance of meditation. We had a card all about meditation, so it's actually very complimentary to be able to receive this card in addition to it. So with this card, it's really inviting us to be able to check in on being able to give ourselves permission to rest our mind, and really being able to honor how important that is, especially in today's day and age. Again, you know, like it's one of those circumstances where like if we don't give ourselves permission to take time to have breaks and to rest, then the body will force us to rest. So what you want to be able to do with this card is to be able to see it as a gentle reminder to know that when you are allowing yourself to use things like meditation to bring in this awareness with the present moment, and to just kind of like empty the mind, relax, and bring in this healing energy, what you're doing is you're constantly keeping your battery charged. You're keeping your mindset just like more kind of like focused on the tasks ahead. Oftentimes what happens, and we experience this, is that like, you know, if you literally just kind of like try to like go, like what eventually happens, the body will literally just crash. Like it literally will. So what you want to be able to do is find that rhythm where, you know, you're kind of like going for a bit, resting with intention, going for a bit, resting with intention, going for a bit, resting with intention. When you do this, you realize that it's literally possible, relatively speaking, to move throughout your experiences, your daily experiences, without having to crash. You optimize your uptime, you optimize your efficiency, and this also, again, optimizes your relationship that you have with others. Like, you know, how many of us have, you know, found ourselves just like naturally kind of like a little bit just like irritated when other people are in our life, and they're just kind of like, you know, doing like a little thing, and it's just like, what's actually happening there? Are they actually doing something annoying? Sometimes. But in most cases, it's because like our mental mind is fatigued to the point where little things are like pissing us off. Little things are like triggering us. And so when you take the time to really be able to check in with your internal state of being and to use meditation, again, you're doing it in a way that's allowing you to be able to show up within your work, within your relationships, to really begin to help you tune the instrument, to sharpen the sword, to keep your focus on point. And that's something that nobody else can do for you. So it is something where, you know, with this is a very, very powerful card that also calls in a little bit more of the responsibility, but also to be able to invite in the assistance to be able to receive what it is that we need to receive in those moments. So again, with this card, with any of the Archangel cards, you know, it is this opportunity to be able to understand that the Archangels, very simply put, you can think of them as like an idea, an archetype. So if you were just kind of like putting out that intention to be able to invest energy in a, again, a way that's serving you in a benevolent manner, then that in itself can kind of like help like initiate the process of just being more open to the pattern that you are living out. And so the pattern would again just kind of be like, okay, like I'm not just going to meditate, I'm literally going to meditate and kind of put out that little intention, be like, yo, what's up, Archangel Hilarion and Raphael? Like, I'm doing my meditation now. Please feel free to like bring forth any sort of like clearing, healing, calming energy into this moment. And I like the visual here. It said, what was it? It said like the color, it was like a pale green. Yeah. Visualize or feel a fresh pale green energy wash through you. So we can do a little bit of a meditation with this afterwards as well. But I like that very like pale green. Like that's a very like, it reminds me of like, it reminds me of like a crystal. It's almost like a jade color. Like when I think of pale green, it's kind of similar to a jade, where it's yeah, just like that specific frequency of energy. It has a very particular energy. Again, it kind of like reminds me of just kind of like bathing in the forest. So you almost kind of like bring in that kind of like energy of you know, like the nature, and then just kind of like invite that into your field in a way that again can just kind of like bring in this freshness. So with this card, again, you know, we move throughout our reality, and some of you heard me talk about this before. It's a common thing, but we do need to be able to address it on the regular, where simply by moving through your reality, it's like as a physical spiritual being, you literally like accumulate like dirt, like energetic dirt. And this dirt isn't even just yours. It literally just exists. You know, in the same way, if you drive a car around the city, it gets dirty. Like you can't not do it. The only way to not do it would be to just kind of like keep it in the garage. But even then it's going to get dusty, right? So it's our responsibility to be able to pay attention to how and when and why this dirt is beginning to accumulate, and then to be able to practice and bring in the practice of things like meditation to be able to practice just kind of visually connecting with that idea of just kind of like clearing the dirt, clearing the mental kind of like just kind of like garbage that kind of gets picked up, the mental just kind of gunk, so to speak. And so again, in the process of being able to take that, that can be, again, really just focusing on this visual of just kind of like this energy clearing and moving through you. It can allow you to bring more awareness to your thoughts and to your feelings, and to make sure that you're not just like repressing anything, but you're actually bringing more conscious awareness to it, to make the unconscious conscious. And so again, with this card, the key with this card is really celebrating the idea that, when you're in a good routine and a flow, like, you can really allow yourself to be in this space where you're like optimizing your ability to be able to kind of like show up from like a focused, emotionally balanced, grounded place. And that's not to say that you always are expected to be that. Like you're human, you're going to have good days and bad days, but at least you always have a coping mechanism. At least you always have a way to be able to turn to it. And when you do become aware of like, how's my energy field right now? Like, how's my energy just feeling overall? Oh, what's that? Like, I feel a bit irritated. I feel a bit frustrated. I feel a bit, anxious, whatever the case may be. Use that as an indicator to just kind of be like, well, like, I could probably meditate right now. A little bit of meditation would go a long way. So with this card, again, whether you're meditating first thing in the morning or later at night, your meditations holographically affect your life. A 5-minute meditation can totally change your entire day. And I think, again, our mind will convince us that it doesn't. We'll be like, no, that's way too easy. No way that can actually work. But it's one of those things where, again, you develop a relationship to it through direct experience. So this is a very, very beautiful card that reminds us of, again, take those times in your day where you take the technology and you put it in the other room, and you sit down and you connect with your breath, and you connect into spirit, whatever you want to do. And you just allow yourself to just kind of like clear energy and just like bring it back to the heart space, bring it back to the 0 point field within your being. So, even for those of you here, like, when was the last time that you were like, 20 meters away from your phone? And I'm not asking you from a place of like, judgment. I'm literally just like checking in, inviting you to be able to check in. Because if it's like, man, like, that hasn't happened in years, you're not the only one. And so literally, take those moments where it's like, okay, I'm going to put my phone in this room. I'm going to go into the other room and I'm going to sit down and meditate. Maybe I'm going to put some music on, whatever the case may be. And I'm just going to kind of practice being. Practice, like, that's a key word within this, is that it is something that is a practice, and that as you do it, like any practice, you actually develop it, and you actually begin to fall in love with the results of it, and you begin to fall in love with the familiarity of how it makes a difference within your life. So don't just assume that meditation and these kind of like grounding exercise makes a difference. Experience the difference that it makes for you, and then in the process of doing that, naturally you will want to be able to like go back to it, be like, oh, I'm actually looking forward to my meditation. Like, oh man, today was a crazy day. I feel a little woo. I'm going to practice meditating, and I'm going to go into it with joy, with gratitude, with a deeper understanding of knowing that it's actually, again, going to be able to really serve me through this process of being able to help clear my energy. People think that, and welcome to those of you on Twitch. We got 6 people tuning in on Twitch right now. Oh my God, my average viewership is usually like 1 or 2. Carly, are you rating me right now? Hey Carly, what's up? So again, oftentimes like people kind of, spirituality is as complicated and dynamic and magical as you choose to kind of like relate to it. However, it can also be incredibly simple. And so again, in the process of this card, it's really reminding us to not to try to necessarily get into this like over conceptualized idea of like healing and kind of like aligning our chakras and all of these exciting things that are definitely a part of it. But again, just to be able to like bring in the simplicity of take your phone, put it in the other room, go somewhere else, sit down and shut up, and just kind of practice being with your breath and practice being within the present moment, because that in itself, literally just connecting with the breath, is so powerful, is so magical. And again, the mind will try to convince you otherwise. The mind will be like, this is so easy, it's not worth my time. Pay attention to that, because that's like the mind and the ego basically trying to like keep you from the benefits of meditating. If the ego tells you that meditation is not worth your time, you damn well better get curious, because that meditation is worth your time if your ego is trying to prevent you from doing it. Like, that's the freaking, like, that's the key, man. Basically find the things that your ego doesn't want to do and then lean into that, right? So very, very powerful card. And again, Definitely a card that invites us to be able to deepen our personal interest and relationship with being able to study the mind. And so again, a big part of this is being able to understand that, you know, through the power of the mind, we have the power to heal. We have the power to be able to transform. So with this card, again, you know, a big part of this card is being able to open the mind to new realities and possibilities. So when we allow ourselves to get more into the practice of meditation, we're not just practicing meditation just because, hey, it helps clear a little bit of our anxiety and stuff like that. It's also, again, clearing away the dirt, which helps open us up as a channel to be able to receive more of those signals and ideas and downloads, whatever you want to call them, of inspiration that we can bring into this world. What's that? Now that you're not just like focusing in on the gunky stuff, so to speak, now you're actually more open to being able to receive some of the inspiration that is not just for you. You know, you find yourself kind of in the meditation and suddenly like that's where the eureka moments are coming in. That's where it's like, whoa, like, you know what, like I really feel like, you know, like writing in my journal. I feel like writing a short story. I feel like making a song. So understand that this is, again, you know, this is about being able to understand that you have a responsibility to serve as a conduit of consciousness. And sometimes we just need that little bit of inspiration and that little bit of a boost and that little bit of a gentle support system to be able to remind ourselves that, again, you know, something as simple as meditation holographically affects our life, helps clear out some of that stagnant energy, and helps open the way for our mind to be able to conceive, perceive, and embody new possibilities of the gifts that we are here to be able to share within this world. So, and those gifts are the gifts of healing as well. So your mind is developed and powerful. You will work well with such techniques, such as guided relaxations and meditations. So mental reprogramming. And yeah, and again, this is also, you can approach this totally from like neuroscience as well. Like man, if anybody wants to be able to connect with like a buddy of mine who's like an expert in like neuroscience and like literally helps people like transform their brains, like people who like suffer from anxiety, like on the regular, send me a direct message. It's my buddy Chris. He's awesome, dude. But like, I would highly recommend him. So if you're like a person that's like looking to be able to like work with somebody else who's an expert in that, who also does meditation and stuff, let me know, because like he does like the whole gamut of really being able to help people like change their brain. He's like a brain transformation specialist, like literally. So direct message me if you're interested in that. I'll connect you with Chris. He's a good buddy of mine. So let's finish it up on wrapping up here. I'm going to read the invocation and then let's do a little bit of a meditation. And Franklin, I can see the 1111s there. Thank you as well. Invocation. As I'm reading this, imagine you're saying this to yourself. This is an invocation for you. I call upon the healing grace of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael, who love me unconditionally. May my own mind now gain rest, clearing, and refreshment. May I be assisted through unconditional love for my mental healing and the development of my mind in service to my spiritual life purpose. Please help me let go mentally to allow for positive healing changes to happen. I ask for the grace I need to access helpful knowledge, understanding, and wisdom necessary for me to fulfill my divine purpose. May my mind become peaceful, clear, and refreshed. May all beings be free from mental anguish through the grace and unconditional love of the divine. Through my own free will, so be it. Beautiful. Okay, do you guys want to do a quick little meditation? If so, just drop me an 1111 in the chat. I'll send you guys a link for my buddy Chris right now. Pew, 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 pew. But yeah, he's super awesome. It was funny, man. Like Chris, he was actually on Big Brother Canada. So like, yeah, he was on Big Brother Canada. Super cool guy. Like and it's cool because like he's totally into the spiritual, but he's like also into like the neuroscience. So he's a shifter, man. He's one of us. So but yeah, I'm actually gonna have him on the podcast in the future. Okay, all right, team. Quick little meditation. Let's do this and let's get this wrapped up. Carly, thank you again for joining in. Hey Carly, and for everybody else here, when you guys get a chance, check out the Discord. Like if you guys can just kind of like read over stuff and let me know if there's any typos, that would be appreciated. But yeah, reminder for the Patreon members, new ability happening very soon where basically you guys can earn points by interacting on the Discord and then exchange those points for shift buttons. So it's like a nice little bonus and incentive and reward for you guys to be able to like receive by contributing. So that's pretty cool. So, okay, let's do a quick little meditation, and then we'll just hang out here for a little bit, and then we'll wrap it up, because I do have to get ready for my broadcast with Neil, and that's going to be about the Portal to Ascension conference, which is all about like UFO disclosure and stuff. That's happening October 1st, and I'm helping out with that. So if you guys want to tune in on my Instagram at Mystic Spider-Man, know where to find me. Okay, quick little meditation. Wildflower, thank you again for your engagement on Instagram. So for everybody here, what we're going to do, we're going to drop into a little meditation, just following up on the card. Yo, Bo, what's up? And what we're going to do here, we're going to use the suggestion of the card to kind of like visualize this like pale green energy. So kind of like whatever green, and just kind of like bathing in this green energy. And again, right now it's going to be short. It's just going to be the intention of giving our mind a chance to just kind of rest. And what we'll actually do, we'll go back to the meditation practice we used before of focusing our lotus point on the moment between the inhale and the exhale. So for any of you who are here, let's just practice doing a quick 5-minute meditation. And the practice here is to just kind of like give our mind a little bit of rest. It's probably halfway through the day and you guys have been going. Let's give our mind a little bit of rest, recalibrate, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So we're almost done though. So for everybody here, if you would like to join us in a little meditation, when you're ready, go ahead and gently close your eyes. Just allow yourself to connect with your breath. Soft, gentle inhale. Soft, gentle exhales. Whether you're breathing in through the nose or exhaling through the mouth, whichever you prefer. Allow yourself to adjust your posture. Straighten up your spine, relax your face, open up your chest. And as you breathe here, we'll take this opportunity to bring our awareness to focusing on the space between the inhale and the exhale. There's this little moment where you almost feel time just kind of softens. And so allow yourself to find that space. Gentle inhales. There it is. And soft, gentle exhales. And there it is again. And gentle inhales. And continue that rhythm. It's a very simple practice that I hope many of you continue beyond this if it works for you. And so as you continue to just allow yourself to be present in that space between the breath, notice if the mind wanders and gently bring it back to that focus. And as we do this, we'll just invite in, if you wish, the loving, healing support of Archangel Hilarion and Archangel Raphael relative to the context of the card we just did. And you can just kind of speak to them. You can just invite in any sort of like rest and healing. And feel free to visualize any of this like pale green energy. Again, almost like just kind of like water energy. Just this beautiful kind of cooling, relaxing, clearing energy. Maybe you imagine yourself like under a waterfall, or maybe just kind of like laying down in a small little pond of this water, or just even just kind of imagine this energy just kind of like around you. So continue to breathe here, using that space between the breath as your point of focus. The mind wanders, gently bring it back. Softness, gentleness, rest. Experience the rest of this moment. Give yourself this gift. I'll stop talking here and just allow yourself to continue this practice. Go ahead. Gently breathing here. We'll stay here for a few more moments. No rush. I want you to actually be able to observe just your ability to begin to fall in love with this space. You may find yourself just being like, oh, like I could stay here for a while if I wanted to. So allow yourself to fall in love with this practice, fall in love with the sensation. In the midst of a busy, busy world, the sensation of stillness and peace can become quite foreign to us, and yet also incredibly familiar, enticing, relaxing, comforting. Continue here, using that space between your breath as a point of focus, visualizing this beautiful, clear, pale green energy, clearing away any sort of stagnant mud energy that might be building up or has been building up, and just giving permission to be able to release any energy that no longer serves you, inviting in more clarity and focus. By the time you're done this meditation, you'll feel like you just went through like some sort of spiritual car wash. So continue here for a few more moments and just allow yourself to observe how time almost just kind of dissolves. And before we conclude this practice, just inviting you to just be able to connect again with the energy of Archangel Hilarion, Raphael, if you resonate. And just allow yourself to be able to receive any wisdom through the mind and the heart, reminding you of your abilities as a creator, as a healer, as a space holder, a facilitator. And just open your heart. What message does Archangel Hilarion and Archangel Raphael, what do they say to you in this moment? And don't overthink it, just feel it. Feel it through your heart. Something to nurture your spirit and inspire your soul. What do they say to you in this moment? Just allow yourself to be here in your breath and just take a few opportunities here and even just allow yourself to say any gratitude back to them. Go ahead. When you're ready, go ahead and gently put your hands on your heart. We'll just conclude this little meditation here. Shout out to the dogs in the background, right on time. And just thanking yourself for showing up in this practice, reminding yourself what this feels like, and knowing that you can return back here at any moment. You have that ability. Give yourself that gift. Thanking yourself, thanking Archangel Hilarion, Raphael, thanking this space we've created here as a community. Take a couple more breaths here. Deep inhale. Nice big exhale, bit of a sigh. One more of those. Inhale. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and return your awareness to the space around you. And as you do this, just checking in. How do you guys feel right now? Feel free to leave a comment in the chat. How do you feel? So beautiful. Beautiful card. Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. If this resonated with you, go ahead and write a little affirmation to the chat of what that card meant to you. So you can say a little I am, we are affirmation. Did we already do that? No. Yeah, maybe I'll just do it again. So for myself, I am continuing to cultivate an awareness of the importance of rest, to be able to create time for rest so that I can do the rest and to open my mind up to new possibilities for creation and healing. So beautiful. Hey Jess, thanks for tuning in. Jess says, I am pure consciousness. Very well said. Beautiful, beautiful. Ah, awesome. Beautiful reading. Wonderful, wonderful broadcast today, everyone. We'll just hang out here just for a couple more moments. Any comments of gratitude in the chat? Franklin, let us know how that was for you. Jason, thank you again for contributing on the PayPal and allowing us to be able to do that reading and forwarding it to Franklin as a gift. That's a great gift. You know, if you guys have like a friend where you want to be able to do that, definitely. So feel free to get them a reading on air. So. Wheezy, I'm just looking at the message you sent me. What is it that you're highlighting? Oh, the typo was just the time of the weekly schedule, the 2 times that are underlined. One is an hour off. Thank you. Oh, did I write the... Oh, I did. Okay. No, wait. Did I? Oh, okay. Yeah, so it should be 7 a.m. PDT, 11 a.m. EDT. The second one's right, though. 11 a.m. and then 8 a.m. That one's right. But the first one I need to change. Okay. Thank you, Weezy. Cool. All right, team. Well, like I said, we'll just take a moment here to be able to conclude with gratitude. Again, for those of you who are tuned in, if you guys are new, this isn't just tarot. This is a chance for you guys to be able to connect further with our conscious community, our community of conscious creators. Jess, for anybody else, if you guys want to connect further with our community of conscious creators, be sure to check out my Discord as well as our Patreon membership. The link for that's through my profile. Again, it's a monthly membership. It's $11 a month, and when you sign up on that, it gives you access to exclusive member events. And also at the $33 level, you can get one-on-one coaching with me and one of the super beautiful Light Guardian crystals, and as well as discount for items from the shop. And yeah, you guys can order some shift buttons. Thank you to those of you who have put in some orders for shift buttons as well. And thank you again to our recent Patreon supporters. Thank you to Felicia, who upgraded her Patreon to the 33 today. Thank you to our recent Patreon supporters, to Jordan, to Darius, to Craig, to Ella, and to Cassius. We got a lot of awesome people to bring on board soon. And again, for members, exclusive events coming up. We have our Conscious Creator Collaboration Circle today at 4 p.m. EDT. Let me know in the chat if you guys are joining in for that ahead of time. And this Thursday, we have a Conscious Media Creator Dojo, and we're going to be going over learning about Patreon and Discord. I'll be teaching you guys about that. And that's at 8 p.m. EDT Thursday. And then Saturday, we have our Dream Discussion Circle, which is, again, the one that me and Lacey host, and that's at 11 a.m. EDT. So lots of awesome opportunities. And again, it's also a chance for you guys to be able to have your content featured in the community. And yeah, to be able to help you connect with other amazing creators and people who would love to be able to help support you as well. So if you're looking at being able to join there, again, I also help with people being able to build their own Patrons, build their own communities, a lot of cool stuff. So cool. So awesome. Yeah, we'll wrap it up here. I'm going to go take a break. Me and Neil are actually going live on Instagram in like half an hour. So if you guys are tuning in on Instagram, you'll be able to see the Shooting the Shift episode. That was originally going to air yesterday, but we had to delay it. But we're going to do it today. And then I got I got a lot of events today. I haven't taken a break yet. Well, I guess I just did it in the meditation. So encouraging you guys to take those breaks for yourself, take that rest. And remember, when you take time to rest, then you can do the rest. Get it? Get it? So... All right, team. Feel free to send me a direct message if you guys have any questions. Let your friends know what it is that we got going on here. Connect to the Discord server if you guys haven't already yet. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And feel free to check out items on the Quest shop and Quest item shop, and check out the schedule for the upcoming events from creators in the community. Again, some of you are tuning in for the event today at 5 p.m. with the World Peace Day Women's Circle for storytelling and group healing. So super excited for you guys to be able to join in for that. And yeah, if anybody else needs info for that, just direct message me on Instagram before it's too late. And that's at 5 p.m. EDT today. And the links to that are in our Discord server. So all the links you need are in my profile link for those of you on TikTok and Instagram. Jess, if you're interested in our membership community, again, feel free to let me know. And yeah, super excited to be able to connect with you guys further. So Jess, do you want me to, if you're interested in the membership, just drop a 555 in the chat and I'll send you a friend request. And then if you have any questions, you can just let me know there. And yeah, this was a good one. We had some good messages here today. So what did we start off with? We started off with the one all about dancing. and then it was meditating, and then it was the King of Cups, and then it was the one we just did, which is again about like the meditation, the rest and relaxation. So very, very, very cool. So lots of awesome stuff there. So, all right. Any other closing gratitude? Go ahead and leave that into the chat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Franklin. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Wheezy. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, Carly. Thank you to Rasta. Thank you to Wildflower. Thank you to each and every single one of you. So cool. All right, team. Time to wrap up this broadcast. I'll be back on air in like a half hour, I guess. So I'll see some of you on Instagram for that. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in our membership. I love you guys so much. Have an awesome day. And as always, much love. Keep it shifty and welcome to the future. I'll talk to you guys soon and see you tomorrow. Back live again at 11 a.m. EDT, Monday to Friday. More tarot. See you then. Much love.